San Antonio's Sports Center.
The college football coaches preseason top 25 poll was announced yesterday. Georgia comes in at number 1, followed by Ohio State and Oregon at 2 and 3. The Texas Longhorns are ranked 4th, followed by Alabama, rounding out the top 5, while Texas A&M ends at number 20. I'm Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Talk.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
And everybody, it is the Morning Huddle live right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm AJ Hoffman. My friend here across from me, Rob Thompson is his name.
I'm going to venture into a brand new broadcasting field. Play-by-play of rock climbing. I think there's a few... We're watching the Olympics, if you're curious. The myriad of the international events. I didn't know rock climbing was indeed an Olympic event. And look at these. How much is the rope holding them?
I think that's only there. It's not at all. I think it's only there in case disaster strikes. This
that was ridiculously fast. You're going to tell me that tension? They didn't have enough tension to at least hold them steady as they were climbing.
All I know is this Chinese guy looked like he was going to run away with it, and USA
I think that's
made a
Spider-Man.
comeback.
I'm not sure, but that was Spider-Man that just climbed that wall.
His last name is Hammer. Watch, see how the Chinese guy gets out to a big lead?
Him. That's cheating. Take that rope off. You want to improve?
There's no tension on it.
Yes, there is. Those guys they're not worried about. It's like, I don't know, man. There's no way any human being climbed that fast.
Man, that was close.
That was pretty crazy cool. I'm impressed.
Well,
you got my vote. That's an Olympic event.
Good news. Listen, if it's something we're better at than China, I'm for it.
As long as the Chinese aren't climbing like that.
I mean,
he was pretty fast.
We won by 0.03 seconds.
Pretty dang quick.
So, yeah, it's a nail biter.
I'm feeling very Olympic today.
Well, listen, Rob loves the Olympics. Rob's wife loves the Olympics. My wife loves the Olympics.
What, you don't?
I just love winning. I know I want USA to win. I don't really care about a lot of the games. I think they're stupid. Like what are we doing? Climbing walls now?
At least it's a race. At least they're not judging on grace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I could. Sometimes I think there's just too many events.
See, why? Why would you want less? I've never understood, there's going to be too many playoff games. What are you talking about? How could there be too many? There's too many fun sports that we never get to see on.
Yeah, singles badminton, doubles badminton, mixed doubles badminton.
It's around your life. It's like Halley's Comet.
I know.
When it comes by, pay attention to it. It'll be gone soon enough.
It's not Halley's Comet. It's every 4 years.
That's okay.
I don't need to care that.
I imagine there's a comet that comes around every 4 years.
It's called the presidential election.
And we all go, hey, and then it goes away, and we go, okay, it's gone. I'm not going to miss it, but while it's here, I'm going to pay attention.
It's the presidential election is what it is.
Same thing. It's a car crash, and we all go, hey, oh, good, it's gone. We'll just carry on with our life.
About 10 minutes in, I'm like, I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about this.
Okay, wait till breakdancing comes, and the rest of the world is enthralled with the glory and grace and precision of the break, and you're going to just be back in the corner bitching.
I'm not going to be bitching. No, I'm not going to be bitching.
My day, all we did was ran and jumped.
Dude, have you heard me bitch? I'm indifferent. I just, I don't wake up and go, oh my God, I've got to see what's happening in the 33rd Olympiad today. It's not high on my list of stuff.
Well, that's, your life is bitter and cold.
No,
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think. Ignorance is bliss.
And you know what? When it's on TV, I'll look over and I go, oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
But I don't wake up and have there are people who have a schedule.
for the last hour and a half with you, man, and we have done nothing but watch Olympics.
Well, they were running. I like running. I like to watch them just race.
See, in my day, just racing. That's all.
There's too much
too much dancing going on.
My daddy's Olympics never had no wall climbing.
There wasn't any wall climbing.
My daddy said, wall climbing ain't a sport, boy.
It's an activity.
You got pick up that stick and throw it. You want to be an Olympian. All right, Dad.
You watch field hockey yesterday?
Oh, God, no. That's a dumb game.
That is a dumb game.
See,
I mean,
that's a dumb game.
For dudes, for women, it's a dumb game.
No, I don't know who made that up. Like, just play regular hockey.
Okay, so there's field hockey. Whatever. I was, and badminton, which is designed to even the playing field so women with long dresses could play.
Look at the jawline on that kid.
It
looks like a Superman drawing.
Is croquet an Olympic sport?
No way. That's a yard game.
Well, so is badminton.
That's true.
And
no, that can't be an Olympic
I
sport.
would like to see professional level croquet.
No, you wouldn't.
Have you ever played like a legit hardcore game of croquet?
No.
It's actually kind of fun because you can whack the snot out of that ball and send guys up a field.
But
it's pretty fun.
When did you play a competitive croquet match?
Oh, we have played a lot of croquet on the Thompson Hill.
You guys have
we have the grounds to do it. So we have do
you have the
little wicket and the little loop things?
And you
and
have
the sticks and
you
we
have
the big
sticks for
clubs and we've got the whole shebang. Competitive croquet. See, you can do that while drinking.
There was only one croquet competition in Olympic Games history, held in 1900 in Paris.
Well, they should have brought it back.
France won all the events. So we said, well,
it's a French word, right? Croquet.
Yeah.
So it's their game.
We ain't doing that anymore.
Well, I mean, if we're doing rock climbing and breakdancing, we could bring back croquet.
That's when we allowed women to start playing in the Olympics.
Exactly. That's a game you could play in those long skirts, much like badminton.
Are you for or against women in the Olympics?
I'm for women in anything they want to do.
Oh, okay.
Anything.
What if they take man jobs?
They can take my job any day of the week. I have no problem with that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Take your job.
They can take our job. They can
ours. Whoa.
Dude, if they want it, come and take it. Who cares?
Now, I would be working directly with a woman if one took your job.
You don't like them.
I do. I love women.
No, you don't.
I love women.
That's not what the fans think.
That's not what one guy yesterday thought. But he was wrong.
Sometimes.
I loved that Italian skeet shooter. That was a lot of woman. I loved her. I always loved
I defy you to have that same attitude in her presence with her Beretta over under. Describe what her better qualities are to her face to face. Go on.
I don't think that gal's quick drawing on me.
I think she is. I have video to prove it and a gold medal. You better be quick and duck.
We do have some Olympics to talk today, including, hey, not all hope is lost for American 3-on-3. We got a medal.
The ladies.
Yeah. This is why I love the ladies in the Olympics, because
our ladies are kicking ass. Let's not get a beat around the subject. Our women are doing far better than our men. They're
carrying us.
Yes, they are.
We suck at man sports, but the women are holding up.
What's a man sport again?
Like
I'm just curious.
I don't know. What is a man sport?
Because I don't think there's any that only men do.
No. Well, we suck at
there's the P standing up.
No, but we suck at man. When I say we suck at man sports, I mean like our men's 3-on-3 team sucks.
Oh.
Our ladies 3-on-3 team won a medal.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
There's no such
words
thing
have
as
power.
I didn't mean it like that.
Okay.
Because listen, there's men's gymnastics and women's gymnastics. Even though some people would say gymnastics is a lady game.
So you see those totally yoked up 5'2" dudes.
That's right. Men can do anything women can do. That's the.
Well, they
what
do
they
have
say.
different events.
A couple different events, and including the men don't do the floor exercise.
They kind of do, don't they? I think
they
they do.
Artistic floor.
I do, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was one of the ones that only the gals did.
No, I think men do a floor. I don't think they do it to music.
Okay.
They don't do it to the
women.
Men in ice skating do.
Women don't do the horse.
They don't do the pummel, and the men don't do the uneven bars. They do the parallel, and the men do the
rings.
The rings, which, dude, respect.
Yeah. Do men do the vault?
Kinda, but they use the vault looks different.
What?
I think maybe it's the same vault, but men vault.
Okay. So what games do men do that women don't?
I'm trying to think. There's not,
or that women do that men don't on the gymnastics, because I thought there was more than one.
Oh, that women do that men don't. Well, there's the uneven bars.
Is that it?
I think so, because men also have the single bar. Women don't have that. Men have the rings. Women don't have that. Women have the balance beam. Dudes don't have the balance beam for obvious reasons.
Men can't do that.
No,
we suck at that.
Everybody sucked at it. You see, everybody fell off yesterday.
All the gals did?
Everybody. I mean, not only the Brazilians.
If Simone can't do it, nobody can do
it. Anybody who watched that last night, I'm all American and I'm proud of what happened last night. But if I was from another country, in the floor exercise, our American was the last one up.
Mm-hmm.
And when her score came out, she did not place. And then the judges went and appealed, and they recalculated by the difficulty. And she ended up getting a bronze and knocking somebody out who was partying like she had won. I mean, the whole thing was done. And we got to hear this glorious sound.
So that
as she knocked this poor Romanian chick out who had been told she won. I mean, there's celebration, and then they go, we'd like to appeal and slide the Czechoslovakian judge a $5,000 little gold nugget, little diamond. And then there you go. America got third. That poor Romanian, they jerked that flower out of her hand. Like, give us that.
It's like when they thought La La Land won the best picture.
It's kind of like whoops. I mean, whoops.
They come back, they're like, that gal's up there with her hand over her heart, hearing her anthem, and they're like, oh, sorry, no.
Sorry, let me give us that.
Moonlight won that. Sorry, you didn't win.
That's basically what happened. If you're not from USA, which the whole USA crowd goes nuts, and that poor chick over the corner is like, hey, what? Yeah, they miscalculated.
That's tough.
And then the TV types, well, it happens all. No, it doesn't.
Man,
it happens all the time. A little error. It's up to the judges to the coaches to appeal if they feel like there's a problem.
Women can compete in 2 Olympic events that men cannot.
The balance beam and the parallel, not the parallel, but the uneven bars.
Well, no, I guess that those fall under regular gymnastics.
Oh, so what's the other one?
Rhythmic gymnastics.
Oh, yeah, with the ball and the stick, with
the
ribbon,
stuff like that. I feel like our men would be so good at that.
Well, I would endeavor. If it was open, I would do it. I'd want the ball. Well, I'm pretty good with a stick and a ribbon. I'm pretty good with that.
Yeah, you can't just be a specialist.
No, you have to. I would go for the team event. I'd do the ball and the stick and the ribbon.
Stick ball guy.
I'd be that.
You got to be both.
You have to have bold dreams.
Yeah.
I'd be LA is only 4 short years away.
That's right.
Do they have a senior category for men's rhythmic ball and stick gymnastics?
You can't do ball and stick gymnastics as a man.
Well, I'm saying I'm aiming for 84. I've got 4 years.
There's rules against that, is what I'm telling you.
You sit today, but I don't see things as they are, AJ. I see things as they could be.
Men also can't do synchronized swimming.
Well, see, that's another problem. I've been trying to get that into the Olympics for 25 years.
Well, I've come over to your house when you were practicing. The problem with synchronized swimming with your practice routine is you do it by yourself.
Well, that's it. That's the problem. See, but maybe that's the.
And then you turn around and yell at the imaginary person behind you, like, "Are you going to get your arm up in time? Are you going to take this seriously or not?"
He won't. We've been practicing for years, and he doesn't care like I care. And he certainly won't put on the prescribed singlet that we wear.
And none of Rob's family will get in the pool with him because as soon as they do, he's like, all right, you know the routine. And they're like, I don't want to do a routine, Dad. I want to
Shut
swim.
Up and put on your swim cap.
This ain't no free ride, boy.
I glued all those Swarovski crystals on those hats for a reason. You put on your singlet and let's get out and practice.
All right. That's the kind of stuff we're going to be talking about today, as well as Lauri Markkanen. We're also going to take a look at some training camp battles. There's an NFL trade that may be done. That's always exciting. Big star player might be on the move. We'll talk about what's coming up with Team USA today as the basketball gentlemen prepare to hopefully start their gold medal run. So much more, so much stuff to get into, as well as a dude who put an eel in his butt. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1, San Antonio's Sports Star, Vic.
San Antonio's Sports Star.
What is GMTVCC? That's a mouthful, but translation for GMTVCC.com is Give Me the VIN Classic and Collector Cars. It's a brand new buying division of Give Me the VIN, but it's for classic and collector cars. Experienced pro buyers will appraise an offer on your 1970 Hemi Cuda or 1988 Fox Body Mustang or your granddad's old 1985 square body Chevy truck. GMTVCC.com is where you go to get real money for classic and collector cars to get paid now. That's GMTVCC.com, brought to you by Give Me the VIN.
The biggest pro football contests in Vegas are back. Circa Survivor and Circa Million are now up to a record $16 million in guaranteed prizes. 2 ways to win and no rate. Circa Survivor contestants select one team each week with no point spread. Last the longest to win it all with $10 million guaranteed. In Circa Million, make 5 picks against the spread each week for your share of $6 million guaranteed through quarterly and full season payouts. Enter in Nevada. Play from anywhere. Visit circasports.com for details.
The granddaddy of all hunting shows is back. The 2024 Hunters Extravaganza. August 16th through the 18th at the Freeman Coliseum Expo Hall. Fun for the whole family. Check out our hunting seminars, the latest in hunting equipment, last season's best bucks in our annual deer contest, and for the little hunters, games, live alligators, snakes, and more. August 16th through the 18th at the Freeman Coliseum Expo Hall. For details and tickets, go to huntersextravaganza.com.
When you are just craving something salty and packs a crunch, Southern Recipe Pork Rinds is your crunch time decision. Game day just got a whole lot crunchier thanks to the powerhouse snack, Southern Recipe Pork Rinds. We're talking about crispy, golden bites of pure awesomeness. Pork rinds are your MVP snack. And get this, they're low carb and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. Don't settle for ordinary on game day. Grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe Pork Rinds at H-E-B today.
Getting ready for back to school at Macy's is all about fresh starts and new looks, making it one of summer's greatest hits. Save on must-haves like cargos, mini dresses, jeans, and more that'll hold up from the first day of school to the last. Plus, you'll find all the top quality brands you love, like Nike, Jordan, Levi's, and the all-new Epic Threads. Shop Macy's and make the first day back the best one yet. Check out Macy's.com/back-to-school today.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller.
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist?
You don't say.
Oh, I can't remember.
But she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
I am dedicated. I am TNT.
With Team in Training, you will reach your best physical self so blood cancer patients can reach theirs. Change your life by joining a marathon, half marathon, triathlon, or a cycle event, and you'll change the lives of blood cancer patients.
I am committed. I am TNT.
After 600,000 participants and almost $1 billion raised for treatments, TNT has helped the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society make a significant impact in the advancement of blood cancer therapies that save lives every day.
I am making a difference. I am TNT.
Join TNT. Expand your circle of friends to be part of a very special community. Train with world-class trainers and have the chance to be part of the most exciting endurance sports events in the country. Or train on your own schedule with TNT Flex. Join TNT and fundraise while you train, and take part in getting us all closer to a world without blood cancers.
Join TNT now. Go to teamintraining.org.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we give our students credit. Credit for deciding while stuck in traffic to get a bachelor's degree. Credit for managing 3 kids, 2 dogs, and a full-time job to pursue an MBA. Students at UMGC can use prior learning or relevant experience to earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's. And graduate students can transfer up to 12 credits toward their master's. Get your application fee waived through August 29th. Flexible online and hybrid classes start soon. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
"This is ludicrous."
But that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 210-615-7777. That's 210-7777 or visit revivemenshealth.com.
With a true Vegas feel, the Big Blind is the premier poker room in San Antonio, featuring an upscale environment catering to players from all abilities. From high-octane tournaments or lively cash games, the Big Blind has a game for everyone, including blackjack tournaments. From the owners of the Roo Pub and the Angry Elephant, the Big Blind is locally owned and operated, offering daily cash games to daily, weekly, and monthly tournaments. Learn more online at thebigblindsa.com. The Big Blind at 281 and Redland Road.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
That's right, baby. Morning Huddle 94.1. San Antonio Sports Star. AJ and Rob. Rob and AJ on an Olympic Tuesday. Boy, saying Olympic Tuesday makes it feel better than just a regular old Tuesday, right?
Anything other than regular old Tuesday is better.
Yeah.
You need something to signify a Tuesday.
Yeah, man.
That's no feel.
Yeah, now it's there's an attachment. Feels good. Regular old Tuesday means Team USA basketball today, baby.
We got the mauling Brazilians. Steve Kerr is pretty sure they're going to try to wrestle him to the ground. Make it some kind of old school Big East battle.
We're gonna beat that Brazilian ass is what we're gonna do.
I heard Steph Curry talking about it, playing on Team USA, and you know, it's a fun brand of ball. It is interesting numbers. Everybody gets 6 shots a game. Everybody's averaging 6 shots. Nobody takes more than 10. Everybody has to be ready just in case it's their turn. And Steph said, it's a fun brand of basketball for guys like us, but we have to all buy into it. And we can only do it. And it's fun for a couple of games. But, at the end of the day, we all want the ball.
Yeah.
So, it is witchcraft coaching a team like this. But it's funny to hear Steph Curry call it amusing. We find it kind of fun having to give the ball up. It's interesting for us 40-point-a-night guys all to share the ball. It's an interesting diversion.
You know what finally happened, and this may be what USA needs to really kickstart our 3-on-3 Olympic dreams.
And what is that?
The champions of the world in 3-on-3 basketball as of yesterday are the Netherlands.
In men's?
Mm-hmm. Our ladies got bronze. We got the bronze medal. They did lose to Azerbaijan, and I'll never forget that. But otherwise, you get a bronze medal, I'm happy. All right.
Yeah. Well, no.
It's better than what happened to
the scientists,
to the men. Germany won the ladies' gold medal. They beat Spain by 1 point. Now, guess who is saying, you know what? You guys think you're good? Bring it on. Ice Cube.
See? There we go.
Yay!
So what's Ice saying?
Ice Cube said,
Cube, as we call him.
Ice Cube said, bring you bitches get down here to the U.S.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, he didn't say that.
Okay.
No, he would never do that. Well, not now. Like Cube, I grew up with would have said, "Bring your Dutch bitch asses down here." But now
so he's offering them a contract, some appearance money.
Well, he's saying, "Let's make a deal, baby." We officially challenge the Netherlands 3-on-3 to a game against the Big Three All-Stars in Boston, August 18th.
The men versus women.
No, men versus men.
Oh, so with that, the old
Netherlands against the
the Dutch
Big
would
Three
be
All-Star.
Crazy not to take their money.
All travel expenses are paid for.
Take their money. Well, you have to pay me.
Winner takes home $150K.
What about the loser?
Nothing.
No, I ain't doing that.
Why not?
Well, I got a gold medal. You have to pay for that. Give me 50. Because I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I know it's coming.
You think the Big Three is gonna whoop Netherlands ass?
Oh yeah.
Cube said something I agree with. Feel like they should have the Big Three players in the Olympics. We have the best 3-on-3 players in the world, and it's not even close.
Yes.
They said we want to challenge the gold medal winners to a game. We can play before our championship game in Boston. We'll fly them. They play against our all-stars. We'll see who the best is.
Well, pay them a little bit of money. But if the Dutch would be crazy, even at this, take the deal. You're a freaking 3-on-3 player. What are you going back to?
That's where I'm at.
Like what's?
Let's see. They've not announced any players for the game yet. Isaiah Briscoe, he leads the Big Three in scoring in the regular season.
I didn't think he was old enough.
21.4 points.
Isaiah Briscoe is playing in the Big Three.
Yeah.
They were just here in San Antonio. I guess I should have paid attention.
All you got to do is be washed out of the NBA. There's no like old man limit.
I thought there was like a minimum age.
No,
like 35.
No, I mean that's normally when guys wash out of the NBA. But
oh, well, I thought isn't Rauf still playing or is he coaching?
I think he coaches.
Okay,
but Isaiah Briscoe has washed out of the NBA, and he's the leading scorer in the Big Three. Good on him. Barely the leading scorer. The second leading scorer at 21.3 points per game is Michael Beasley, former number 2 overall pick.
No drug testing in the Big Three.
No, they don't do that.
No, good.
But Corey Brewer, Jeremy Pargo, also likely all-stars. And Netherlands, their gold medal winning roster is Worthy de Jong, Jan Driesen, Arvin Slater, and DeMeo Vanderhurst.
That DeMeo's a baller.
None of them have NBA experience.
But they can skate?
No, this is on a basketball court.
Oh, it's not skating.
It's not basketball. But I would be for this. I want to know the truth.
Dutch, man, take this off. Take some money. I mean, how about $10,000 a piece? Come on, Cube. These guys got nothing to go home to.
But at a minimum, what this game, and if I'm the other countries in the world, I tell Netherlands, don't you dare do this. Because if they find out.
Oh, we know.
Well, then why don't we send our best?
I think we just thought we
thought we could send scientists and win gold medals at basketball?
Evidently.
Come on, man.
We could send a scientist and a gymmer, and that would be enough. And it wasn't. And the thing, I said it yesterday, you give me a month, I'll find the dudes to compete internationally in 3-on-3 basketball.
I feel like you're right. We should dominate.
And the Azerbaijanis have managed to medal.
No, they happened to beat Team USA. They didn't medal.
Okay.
No, they suck too much to win multiple games. They were just good enough to beat
carry
us.
Through. So we're worse than they are.
It was a rest game for us. No, we're better than them because we won a bronze. The girls did.
Oh, okay.
The men's Azerbaijani team didn't qualify for the Olympics.
And our women's,
they didn't have enough scientists on
and
their
our
team.
women's real team hadn't lost a game in like 40 years.
Right. Maybe that's the way it worked. Like, remember last segment you were talking about how the difficulty score, they were like, oh, whoa, you forgot that she made it harder on herself, so you got to reward her.
Right.
Maybe they said, hey, USA, you send a scientist and like
hold our beer. That'll be your handicap.
A veterinarian, then you guys automatically start with a 3-0 lead. Now that would be something I'd be interested in. Okay.
You know, I looked it up. The 3-on-3 team does fall into the auspices of Team USA. That they legitimately have their own page on the Team USA basketball website.
And who runs Team USA?
Grant Hill now.
Grant Hill's got to be better than this. I want him out.
I think he's putting too much time on one subject.
I call for his job. No, I guess if we win the gold in regular basketball, he's going to be safe.
Oh yeah,
But if we don't, I think we should get pitchforks and torches and say, get this guy out of town.
I agree.
And give the job back to, I don't
Pop?
know. No.
Well, no, the guy that had it, it was Kay. Krzyzewski had it for a minute.
I don't want him either. Give it to Ice Cube.
He's got his own business to run.
I know, but he's got people who can do that for him. He's going to.
Getting either more closely aligned.
He's Canadian.
Oh, that's true. We can't do that.
Yeah, we don't want him.
Well, Cube's got his work to do. And you know what? If Grant Hill's smart, and this is no joke, do that.
Maybe he can send one of the guys from his old crew, Ice Cube.
Like from NWA?
Yeah.
Well, we're down
Easy
one.
He's dead.
We're down one.
He and Dr. Dre's probably busy
Dre's
too.
busy. Dre's got a gig.
What's MC Ren up to right now?
Ren's available.
MC Ren, you want to run
some time?
MC Ren, you want to run Team USA basketball? We got a job for you, bub. I think there's the move right there. And like he calls Cube every day and say, "Hey, what do you want me to do today?" He's like, "Bro, just chill. Get this check. When the Olympics comes around, I'm going to send you a 3-on-3 team, and we just roll out the helmets for 5-on-5. We got this.
Oh man,
it's in the bag.
Are we going mid-90s ruthless?
You want to go back to that?
Are we doing ruthless records?
No, because that's Eazy-E. He's dead, so he's gone.
Well, wasn't NWA ruthless too, or is that just Eazy?
That was Eazy-E's branch off.
Oh, there we go.
And then when they broke up, when NWA broke up, that's when Dr. Dre went to Death Row Records.
That's when it got ugly.
And Ice Cube, I forgot what his was called. Interscope, I think.
It was Interscope or Priority, one or the other.
Well, I think both, actually. I'm very well versed in mid to early 90s hip hop record labels.
If we ran it like that and we had us our own Suge, we'd have a team.
Well, we do have
That's
a Suge.
what we did with Joel Embiid to get him to be an American team. We
Honestly,
hung him off a balcony.
If Suge gets paroled, maybe Suge would be a good guy to put in charge of USA basketball.
I'm not going to go anywhere because affiliations and whatnot.
Think about that. Like, if Suge gets out of prison,
he ain't getting out of prison.
No, but if we let him out on a work release to run Team USA basketball,
Scheffler got to go play golf.
Scheffler won a gold medal.
So the president said, "All right, we're good with this."
So in this case, it's like, Spain won the gold medal this year.
No, you didn't.
Then you just take the Spaniard, you hang him over a balcony, and you say, "You sure you won?"
You sure? I don't think you won.
I don't remember you guys winning.
I don't think you won.
And then they just say, "No, you won the gold medal."
You're right, you won. I'm sorry.
And then he says, "Listen, bitch, we're having another ceremony tomorrow to crown the real winners, right?" And they say, "Right, you're right, Suge." And then they have the ceremony, and it's only Suge Knight. None of the other players aren't allowed on the stand.
Who would be our USA basketball Suge Knight? There's been a couple of thugs that have. Didn't Oliver Miller? Didn't he go thuggish?
Yeah, he was pretty tough. I don't know. You know what? That I'll give you my answer on the other side.
Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson's a good one. Ron Artest.
Oh, now we're talking. Now Ron Artest is our Suge Knight.
This is what we want representing America.
Jermaine O'Neal. Let's just take all the Pacers front line from the late 90s. Jermaine O'Neal, too. That's one scary individual, by the way.
Let's do it.
I've been on the other sideline. I'm against him. That's a big old mean coach.
Now we got it. Now we're cooking. We do it. Someone, it was Ren said, AJ said he thinks I'm saying Italian wrong, but now we know.
It's Italian.
Italian.
Double E. We looked it up.
That's how you
it's
say
on
it.
the internet.
Italian. I found out yesterday I was accused of racism because I said Italian.
Well, I was curious.
Because I heard it in a movie.
There's Italians and Iraqis.
Yeah. There was no ill intent. I just heard it in a movie, so I thought it was okay. You can't say things you hear in movies anymore?
No, absolutely not. I've heard a lot of things in movies I can't say.
I watched Blazing Saddles last night.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Now I'm afraid to even tell any of the jokes because I don't want to be called racist.
If you hung him by his neck until he was dead.
But now, we did learn Italian. Italian is the way to say it. Not Italian.
No, like it.
Yeah, there was some allegedly some Italian guy on the brigade bar yesterday trying to tell me how to say it properly. Turns out he was wrong. Boo. You need to have boo noises for that guy. Boo.
In Italian.
Yeah, you suck. Hey, you suck.
You have to have a hand, though.
Hey, what the matter with you?
That's a good one, though. I like this one, though. That's one of the Americans. We should have adopted this one. The Euros got the good one.
Well, it's not too late.
On camera, I can do whatever I want, right?
We're a conquering nation.
Like, if you are watching right now, I could be doing an obscene gesture.
Yeah.
Like that. I could like this. I could have done something.
If we want something, and historically, the U.S. just takes it.
Well, we sneak it. We steal it.
Well,
we get it.
That's what I'm saying. It's ours.
Yeah.
It's
eminent
ours.
domain.
And there can be a reservation. We can make a reservation for European gestures where they're allowed to do them, but that's the only place they're allowed to do them. And other than that, it's our gesture now.
What's the other? They do the British, don't they do? Yeah, that's that. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
I like it though.
I like.
You do that to somebody, you can tell right there.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but I like it.
Vic, look at me.
Like I'm flicking something at you.
Next time you tell me
like that, you take
I don't
that
know.
with you.
Vic's
it's bad.
Although
whatever it is.
It starts to scratch.
Vic says, "Go to break." I go,
Hey,
come on,
we gotta go.
Hey, I go to break.
We gotta pay the commercials.
You're not the boss of nobody.
Don't get me some pasta.
It's a Morning Huddle right here, 94.1.
It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on the Blitz, do the Spurs still have a shot at Lauri Markkanen? We may know something today.
We'll keep you updated on if he signs, if he does not sign his contract extension with the Jazz today. Plus, Team USA in action during the Blitz. We'll keep you updated on the score and the latest from Cowboys camp. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you can't sleep because of annoying knee pain, that's a problem. If you stop running because your feet always hurt, that's a problem. If your elbow, shoulder, and neck pain make it impossible for you to do your job, that is a problem. And it's time to finally do something about it. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett from Arasti. At Arasti, we fix pain fast. No medications, no injections. Arasti treatment is completely natural and non-invasive. Plus, we accept most insurance plans. There's a location near you. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
George gets justice. No amount of money can make up for a life-changing injury. I'm George Salinas, and at George Salinas Injury Lawyers, our team of attorneys will fight to get you the maximum compensation because we prepare and we care. So if you've been injured in an accident, get George. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers today at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. Getgeorge.com.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
As a roofer, I'm always on the go. So I need to be able to get things done from anywhere. That's why I partnered with Beacon. With their unique Beacon Pro Plus app, I've got the brands I depend on, like GAF, right at my fingertips 24/7. I rely on Beacon because I never stop building, and neither do they. Now through September 15th, purchase GAF through Beacon Pro Plus and earn up to $1,500. Go to BECN.com or download the Beacon Pro Plus app today. Beacon, always building.
Over the past decade, the RuPub has proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the UFC fights, and when you show up at the RuPub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and certainly the best place to watch a game. The RuPub is next to the Angry Elephant and in the same plaza as the Big Blind there at 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Ru.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Summer. Wait, we need to finish school shopping.
We got this. The kids' favorite Good and Gather snacks at Target are now at a new lower price.
And $5 lunch boxes. Let's get Luna the flower bento box.
Good idea. And for our Mega Shark fan Max, I got the Shark backpack. It's only $20.
Even 25-cent select crayons and $6 teas.
And we're done.
Now, where were we?
Cheers to us. When it comes to finishing your supply list, Target has your bag to school.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
Do you read between the lines, Vinny? Sometimes you got to make difficult choices.
Yeah.
Dak knows what we're up against.
I think you're reading that as Dak would be the one that would go by. The 2 examples he gave, they got rid of a wide receiver, they got rid of a defensive back because they can hide those guys not being there. You can't hide not having a quarterback.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Vic is trying to tell me we don't have any time to do a radio show today. We don't have any time to do a radio show. We can only do commercials.
We don't.
Garbage, man.
My first boss told me, never forget, you're just spaced between commercials.
Vic is just he's upset because I did this to him. Now he's like,
gave him the forget about it.
Yeah, now he's like, oh, you don't get to do a show anymore.
Doing radio here.
You know what? We're going to play commercials.
How you feel about that?
All right, commercials next.
Eat a mushroom and grow real big, all right?
Imagine it. Dude, now I just considered when I bought mushrooms at a training camp to go with our steak night.
You got to be real careful when you say where we were and what you bought.
Everybody except one person ate the mushrooms. And that person is still very little. Could there be a coincidence? If Jason Minix ate mushrooms, would he grow to a full-size person?
You don't get to stay that big. It's only a temporary fix.
But I mean, if I were Minix, I'd be interested. Like, no, remember, once you take it, you're big until you get hurt.
Right. It's a temporary thing.
But if you don't get hurt, you stay big.
But everybody gets hurt. Luigi
You
always
get
got
hurt all the time.
I'm bleeding as we speak.
Yeah, Rob was able to manage going the whole week at training camp. Didn't get hurt for like the first time ever.
Not once. Didn't bleed once.
He got home. He bled through his. I
can't wait for my wife to wake up. We got about an hour and 45 minutes. My wife's she's gonna play a role in a Godfather. She's gonna be looking for a horse head.
Hey, what's the blood in my bed? What's going on here?
My dog's trying to kill me.
All right. I'm going to listen to Vic for once in my life. This is the last time, though. We'll be back. Wrap up hour number 1 of the Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star right after Rob reads messages from this fine sponsor.
I would tell you real quick. Yesterday, I was out walking my dog, Sensei. My neighbor walked up and said, "Hey, man, you've been running. You look good." No, I've been dragged around by a dog, but I've been going to see Dr. Jacob Torres, and on the regular, I continue to lose weight. I've been seeing, I first saw Dr. Torres back 2016. Late that year, I weighed about 300 pounds, 295, pushing 3 bills. Didn't feel very good about myself or how I looked for sure. I was never going to diet. That was not in the works. But he did tell me, Dr. Torres, as I met him, like, "Hey, man, it might not be about the diet, but I'll tell you what, I can make you feel better. I can make you wake up, put you in a situation where you'll wake up feeling better every day. Just try it and see if that's what it's about. Not about the weight. What if you just wanted to feel better?" So I listened to him, started following the advice, started doing the things that he was doing. And I realized that what he had put together was both mind and body and spirit all melded into a program that worked for me. That's something that I had failed at many times. You should find out. Give him a call today. The number's 210-468-1891. Let him explain to you why he's been so successful with people just like you. Thousands have come through his door, and he has taken them to weight loss journeys that we're all still on. How many people can say that? Call him today. Go to the website, iffhealth.com. Listen to me close. If it's time to change, he's ready there. It's not the easiest thing you'll ever do. It'll be the best. Call him today. Change your life. I know you're going to be thanking me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights. Open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights. Open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
The biggest pro football contests in Vegas are back. Circa Survivor and Circa Million are now up to a record $16 million in guaranteed prizes. 2 ways to win and no rate. Circa Survivor contestants select one team each week with no point spread. Last the longest to win it all with $10 million guaranteed. In Circa Million, make 5 picks against the spread each week for your share of $6 million guaranteed through quarterly and full season payouts. Enter in Nevada. Play from anywhere. Visit circusports.com for details.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online, mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Summer. Wait, we need to finish school shopping.
We got this. The kids' favorite Good and Gather snacks at Target are now at a new lower price.
And $5 lunch boxes. Let's get Luna the flower bento box.
Good idea. And for our Mega Shark fan Max, I got the Shark backpack. It's only $20.
Even 25-cent select crayons and $6 teas.
And we're done.
Now, where were we?
Cheers to us. When it comes to finishing your supply list, Target has your bag to school.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MBA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Let's get wild. Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Is it wrong that as I'm watching the Olympics, I don't really care who wins as long as it's not China? Because they're ahead of us in the medal count.
Are they still? Have you checked?
Yes.
I thought we had a good day yesterday.
I'm not an ist. I'm not any kind of ist.
You're an ugly American, as it is.
I'm not. I don't carry any isms around with me. I love all people, but I don't want. I don't want the Chinese to win gold medals. At least not more than we do as Americans.
No, they have more people than us.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It still feels like, well, I mean, India has more people than us, don't they?
Yes.
And you're piled on top of each other there. They need space. They need to conquer.
Well, they've got a pretty good javelin thrower.
That's what I hear.
That's any sign.
Gold medal count is now 21 apiece.
Oh, see, I thought we had a good day yesterday.
Yeah, we did. But listen, what are we looking for? A tie, Rob? You trying to kiss your sister? Your Chinese sister?
Not like you are. No.
Oh, I finally got it.
Took a minute. It's a little early.
I was like, wait a minute. What did I do to make you think I'm a sister kisser?
I'm all about.
That was strong.
The ugly American. I'm all
You're
about,
okay
but I'm
with
not
that?
going to root against anybody. I'm going to root for our guy.
Oh, I'm going to root for our guys, but if, for instance, there was a South Korean going against a Chinese guy.
The way I look at it, if you're on any of these Chinese teams and you lose, going home's going to suck.
Yeah.
So, our guys go home, go back to work and live a good life and go to a movie, live an actualized life. These poor Chinese dudes are going back to some kind of cell phone camp.
Yeah.
So I kind of enjoy your moment in the sun.
Listen, I hope one less Chinese person gets a gold medal than American.
No, I'm all for. I'm rooting for us.
That's all. I just want to win. I told you, I don't care about the games. I just want to win. Now, Iran versus New Zealand, whatever. I mean, as long as you're not catching up on the gold medal count, I don't care.
I haven't seen any Iranians.
There's one right here.
Oh, good. Oh, they're climbers.
Yeah, there's an Iranian climber.
All the good Iranian climbers are gone.
What do you mean?
They escaped.
Oh, boy. We'll be back after sensitivity training. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM, Floresville.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can easily find coverage options that fit your budget. If only it was that easy to name your baby.
How about Jaden?
No.
Okay. Michael?
Went to middle school with a glue-eating Michael.
Sebastian?
Dated one in college.
How about Damien?
Vampire name.
All right. Greg?
Not feeling it.
Okay. No worries. No worries. Jeffrey?
Oh, love that one.
Wait, really?
No.
Find coverage options that fit your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover cashback match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit revivemenshealth.com.
We're here with Jose Rios, attorney at the Gomez Law Firm. If you are injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, Jose, what's the first thing our listeners should do?
The first thing they should do is pick up the phone, call the Gomez Law Firm, or Google joegomezlaw.com.
Gomez Law has been protecting the people of our community for almost 50 years. They're the leader in personal injury law.
We do ride-sharing cases. We do carbon monoxide cases, 18-wheeler cases. Obviously, we've done those for very many years. Work injuries.
But that's not all your firm does, Jose. Tell us a little more about other cases Gomez Law takes on and wins here in Texas.
Really, anything that involves a personal injury and a third party that is responsible for causing that injury, we will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then you need to visit joegomezlaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
Working from home, you realize you don't have enough outlets or USB ports. Hill Electric can fix that for you. For over 3 decades, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. From adding an outlet, fixing that fuse that always blows, or that flickering light, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price, and there is never a service charge and always free estimates. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or go to hill-electric.com.
El Guacamole Mexican Grill on 25020 Blanco Road is now ready to serve up the cold drinks with your favorite Mexican dish. Come celebrate the grand opening of their bar this August 15th and get a free margarita only at El Guacamole Mexican Grill, 25020 Blanco Road.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ribs, burgers, chicken. Submit what you grilled or smoked, and you could win a $50 gift card from Tri-County Meat Market.
So good and tasty?
Grilling with the Blitz. 94.1 FM. San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio Sports Center.
The college football coaches preseason top 25 poll was announced yesterday. Georgia comes in at number 1, followed by Ohio State and Oregon at 2 and 3. The Texas Longhorns are ranked 4th, followed by Alabama, rounding out the top 5, while Texas A&M ends at number 20. I'm Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Hour number 2 of the Huddle. Where did we get that fancy towel from?
I put it up this morning.
Look at you. I didn't even notice the new decor.
I had the old one from last year, and I just switch them out every year.
Oh, you sweated on that other one?
I used it to wipe something down. I won't get into what.
It's probably something you spilled.
It smells funny in here.
Or you had to wrap your toe in it. I don't know.
It's covered in blood.
I'm AJ. He's Rob. If you're just joining us, welcome in.
We're glad you're here. And
we are glad you're here.
Take the time to subscribe to our YouTube feed.
Yes.
Just take a moment to just do that. We get graded on this kind of stuff.
Yes.
So we appreciate you grading, and all Miss Becky and Ron and all the normals.
It's Ren.
Sorry.
That's MC Ren. That's the MC Ren I was talking about.
I told you he was free. We figured he had some time. But yeah, join the Brigade Bar. Make sure you're getting all the updates and the likes. And remember SA Sports Star for anything you might have missed. You know, you can go to this thing. We call it the Audio Vault. That's a cool name. You can listen to anything that is spoken here on the Sports Star. If you missed yesterday, it's a good podcast central. Hit there and do that digital stuff the way that you do so well.
I like that you did that. I'm supposed to do that more, and I don't.
Hey, man, we're a team.
I know, but they put a piece of paper with that stuff in front of me,
suite that they,
and I'm not good at it. But you know, I'm good at some stuff. Some not. I don't know. Well, I'll let you know what it is.
We'll figure it out. But once we do, we'll put a check on it.
Yeah, I like the YouTube interaction. Miss Becky says good morning to us every morning.
Every morning makes my morning. I look forward to it.
So
and when
good.
She's not there, I wonder what's up.
And Miss Becky doesn't even know me, and yet she says good morning every day. That's nice. Lauri Markkanen Day.
It is. It's decision day for Mr. Markkanen.
Now, I'll let you do the explaining. Why is today important?
Well, if he signs today, then it would allow the Jazz to move him at the trade deadline if they so choose. If he does not sign today, then he is basically a Jazz for a year. Now, he's intimated that he's happy being a Utah Jazz and doesn't want to go anywhere. And if that's the case, he'll wait. But if he wants to go and maybe sign a different kind of deal, now's the time to do it. A sign and trade. But whatever deal he signs today, if he signs, would be the deal that would be traded at the trade deadline.
Okay. So if he does not sign today,
then he will be a Jazz for at least a year.
Assuming he signs with the Jazz.
Exactly.
But he might not even sign with them, right?
I think he's intimated that he wants to be a Jazz.
That's weird. Who wants to be a Jazz? I like, just based on the name alone, I'd say no. I like what or you play for the Bulls? You're a Bull? Okay, yeah, I'm a Bull. You're a Buck? Yeah.
Well, Karl Malone, John Stockton might beg to differ.
You're a Jazz. That doesn't even sound right. I don't like that.
Jazz hands?
I don't like I don't think teams should be allowed to not have an S at the end of their name because it's too confusing. You know, it's you never know how to say things properly. Like he's going to be a jazz for life. That sounds weird. He's going to be a magic. He's going to be a heat.
A heat. You can't handle his heat.
That's weird. But then it's like he's going to be a member of the Heat or a member of the Jazz. That's too wordy.
It is. He's a Jazz. He's a Heat.
That's why we've got to go back to like Little League, where everybody you've got an S at the end of your team name. Sorry, friends. You're the Chiefs. You're the Cowboys. Z. You can't.
But you can't cross pollinate either. You can't be a Little League team with Chiefs. Sorry.
You know
can't
what?
Be a Little League team with Cowboys or
when my kid was young, my younger son, when his youth league had their first 2 years, T-ball and coach pitch, they were named after colleges. And
some leagues are like, I've been in leagues like that.
Yeah, so there was like we were in Texas,
right?
So there was the
Bears and the Longhorns, the Horned Frogs,
but they were called like your uniform looked like their uniforms, and like, but the problem was they let the coaches pick what team they wanted to be.
See, the problem is if you have to put your kid in Baylor green, you're like, man, I've avoided this my entire life.
See, I didn't care about any of that.
I don't know anything green, nothing yellow.
My kid, his very first year, he was on the Auburn Tigers.
So that's blue and orange?
Blue and orange.
Yeah. That's a weird color combo, by the way.
Like Denver Broncos.
Yeah, and the Bears, depending on the color. Yeah, but it's just not one I would.
The next year, he didn't, like I said, you have the option. Do you want to play for the same coach next year? And he's like, I don't know. I didn't really like our uniforms. Like, I want to be on a new team.
That matters.
And he was, I mean, listen, kid's playing T-ball. He's, you
got to look good to play good, man. You don't like what you got on. Like if I was an I hate to pick on Baylor yet again, but if I was an offensive lineman and I was on a visit and I walked into the locker room and I saw them putting on that highlighter yellow uniform, that is not a flattering look for a 300-pound offensive lineman.
No, it's not.
I mean, like, I'm not going to play well today. My mom's going to be in the stands.
Well, my kid ended up on the LSU Tigers.
See that? Well,
but
if
now
you take the personal thing out, that's not a bad look.
But now you couldn't call them the Tigers, because they let more than one Tigers in the league. There was a purple and yellow Tigers and a blue and orange Tigers. It's like, we shouldn't even have that. That shouldn't be a thing.
Aren't there 2 Rough Riders in Canada?
Yeah, but it's in one league. You can't have.
I know, it's weird.
It's crazy.
Well,
and the Auburn Tigers coach was upset that Holden went to a new team, the LSU Tigers, and didn't choose to, because he thought he liked him. But he's at that age, he didn't care about what coaching he was getting.
Welcome to the SEC, coach. My NIL was better.
I don't want to be on the blue and orange team anymore. If you want me, you change your color scheme. You picked this Auburn Tigers. I wasn't about this life.
Oregon recruits on uniforms.
They do. Hunter says half of the WNBA teams don't have an S at the end.
Well,
that's why that league has been years behind, decades behind.
Forever be a Lynx.
I have to sneeze. Can you vamp while I sneeze?
Just aim that hooter another direction. Thank you. God bless you. Because tights. You're so good looking.
Ooh. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're getting into real sports.
These are some big boys.
A man's game here. Wrestling. Oh, if one of these guys is able to hit a stone cold stunner, it's over.
Now, I think the Americans are competitive. I'm not sure the Chinese are going to be competitive in the wrestling.
They can't be.
We're going to be losing to the Slavs and those former Soviet satellite states.
No, we do. We're gonna struggle against
all the stands.
Yeah, Western Russians.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and the Middle Easterns. They like to
Western
Russia
/ Middle East. It's all.
We're not going to win any medals, but I don't think the Chinese are either. So it'll be a wash.
Yeah, like sand Russian is what I call them. Like if you're a Russian, but you live where
it's hot.
There's mountain Russian and sand Russian.
Sand Russian is mean.
Sand Russian. Yeah, none of them are nice.
Those
but
Chechens, man.
Sand Russian is really good at wrestling. Dagestanis.
The stands, yeah. Stay away from them.
But
they'll kick you in the leg.
But yeah, we're pretty good at wrestling too, generally. But
yeah, we have been.
You know, but we're right now, this fella's getting his ass kicked.
Is that our fellow?
Yeah.
And is that by one of the stands?
No, I think it looks like it would be IRI. I don't know. I thought that was like an Iranian flag, but I'm not really sure. It might be. I
think that is Iranian.
I mean, Iranian. Sorry, I got to be sensitive to how I pronounce things. Oh my gosh, we're getting tooled by this guy either way. Doesn't matter where he's from. That guy ain't winning no gold medal. I can tell you that now.
You guys are tough. You just like light a match on their face.
USA is getting the freaking business right now. It's 10-1. Like, stop the fight. Stop the fight. What do you expect Lauri Markkanen to do? What do you expect his?
He's going to be a Utah Jazz.
Okay. So that means we'll get no news on Lauri today.
I would just, unless there's some kind of godfather out there. I don't know what I think he's happy there, but that's what he's been intimating. So I think you're going to wait, sign him a big old deal, and whatever happens at the end of the or you might just let the contract expire.
It seems weird that, apparently the top suitor for him is Golden State.
Yeah, and I get it. I get why you might want to go there, because those are some wily vets that you're adding to with a sooner potential than with the Spurs. You're looking further down the road. It's a bird in the hand with the Golden State.
But maybe, just maybe, Lauri Markkanen likes being the.
Well, there's certainly that. We joked about Steph Curry finding it, it's humorous that we're sharing the ball. Yeah, it's nice to be the man. It's nice to be the cat that gets to take the shot.
And if he were to go to Golden State, he's not the man. If he were to go to San Antonio, he's not the man.
Right.
There is something. Now it's I don't think I would want to be the best player on a bad team. I don't know.
A lot of guys that would.
I don't know about your sons when they were playing youth sports. My oldest kid, when he would be the best player on a bad team, he would just be miserable. He didn't want to be there. If he was
I've been on a lot of bad teams.
If he was the third best player on a good team, he was fine with that. He did not want to be. He didn't like losing. And I think there is something like competitively about that, yeah, it's cool being like the star. And
how much money would I have to pay you to where you wouldn't mind it? Because that's basically what happens when you land in Utah. How much will I have to pay you to stay here and be the best guy on a bad team? That's what it comes down to when you're a free agent or a guy with some opportunity. That's the economics of the NBA.
You have to do the math,
pay you more to come on a bad team to make my team better.
You have to do the math on it and be like, okay, well, yeah, you're paying me X, but now let's take X minus P, which would be like your possible money with another team. So, then,
there's lots of guys that said I'd rather be the best guy on a bad team, and we hold him in high regard. Carmelo is the poster child. And I would say AI too. I would much rather be the man on an average to bad team. That's just the life I've chosen. And I don't hold anything against him, but
Damian Lillard did it for almost his whole career.
There's lots of dudes that I'd just pay me. I will do the best I can here, and whatever, winning is one thing, but I would just as soon be ensconced. And I get it. Ice, George Gervin here. Best player on 20 years worth of bad basketball.
Yeah. No, it's there's something I don't know. You once you go 5-6 years, and
I get it, man.
You don't make the playoffs.
Whoa. But
just
you
seems
get
like
the
it
check,
takes. Yeah, but you don't get playoff checks.
If I got $10 million sitting in the bank, and I'm watching the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
I don't hold. Once you're a professional, it's a whole different thing. In college, I get it. Why would you want to suck for 4 years when you can go someplace and maybe not play as much and win? But pro, once you're writing me a check, I'll just come to work, baby.
Ren says, I don't think Lauri Markkanen's the man on any team. He's Pippen. Well, except he is the man on Utah.
If you compare him to Pippen, I think that's pretty high. What are you talking about?
Well,
Pippen's a top 25 player all time. got rings on both fingers, and I think Lauri Markkanen's highest aspiration should be Pippen.
Remember, the Bulls were pretty decent with Pippen as the guy for that short run.
Yeah, I mean, he was a very, 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 very good, really super good, but he wasn't on the level of Michael and some other dudes. But
I might disagree with you on top 25 all time.
Top 50. I'm just saying, I mean, if Lauri could ever be mentioned in the same breath with Scottie Pippen when his career is done, he will have had a successful Hall of Fame worthy career.
Yeah. It's just when you say, well, I think what he's really intimating is that, he'll be best served as the second best guy, which I agree with too. If Lauri Markkanen's your best player, you're the Utah Jazz. That's no place to be, really. But that's why I liked the idea of him in San Antonio. If he was a second or third best player, now you're cooking. I've got news, Rob. I believe there is a Chinese gal in the Greco-Roman wrestling, and she's wrestling our gal right now.
Oh man, Clash of the Titans.
Oh boy,
we're down.
Yep. And this is the final, so we got to win this. I don't know what.
They'll take a gold lead on us.
Oh God, now I'm nervous. All right. When we come back, you know what? At some point today we're gonna play some McCarthy songs, McCarthy sound from training camp. I think when we come back, we'll talk about Brandon Aiyuk. You talk about some guys want to stay where they are, some guys want to move. Brandon Aiyuk wants to be moved. Looks like he might get his wish. We'll talk about it next. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, if you woke up this morning living in pain, if there's something that's keeping you out of doing something in life, you need to stop that. This is 2024. Arasti providers are here in San Antonio just waiting to get you fixed. See, Arasti is a method. It's a system to get you out of pain. To become an Arasti provider, you're already a medical professional. It is an added bonus. It is a master's level course, as it were. So physical therapists and general practitioners and all those that work with the body, they get Arasti certifications to further help their patients. So if you're living with pain, why? Call Arasti, let them fix you. They do it in a unique way. It's not about pills. It's to dull the pain. It's not about surgery, any kind of long-term treatment just to prolong the pain. It's a system to get you out of pain as fast as possible. I'm living proof. So if you've got lower back issues or plantar fasciitis, if you've got a sprain or a strain, of course you call Arasti. They'll get you fixed. But everything in between, Arasti is remarkable at getting done and getting it done fast. They accept most insurances, and you never need a referral to go see an Arasti provider. Write this number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. The website is arasti.com. Go there. They got tips and tricks if you might be dealing with something you can fix online. And also, there is a map of all the providers. I bet there's one less than 10 minutes from where you are now. Listen close. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Arasti's out there to get you fixed. Call them today. Let them take care of you. And once you're all better, I want you to thank me later.
94.1.
For more than half a century, contractors and trade professionals have relied on WeatherGuard for heavy-duty truck and van storage equipment, not just to protect their valuable tools, but to protect their professional reputations. For pros, the WeatherGuard badge makes a statement about what drives them. It says, "Bring it on. Been there. Done that. We've got your back," without saying a word. And the folks at WeatherGuard, they're just as driven as the hardworking pros they serve. See what it means to be driven at weatherguard.com.
Are you the parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month, but you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio.
Sponsored by Age of Learning.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover cashback match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Not to brag, but Progressive's Name Your Price tool is mankind's greatest tool ever. Even better than the wheel. Sure, without the wheel, we wouldn't have modern transportation or funny videos of dogs riding skateboards. But without the Name Your Price tool, we wouldn't have easy access to auto insurance options based on our budget. And, well, cars do need wheels. They also need insurance, and insurance never goes flat. Learn more about the greatest tool ever, the Name Your Price tool at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
I don't like onions. I'm doing paleo. Do they have gluten-free bagels? You can't juggle every food request for a work event, or can you? EasyCater is the all-in-one tech platform that makes it easy to get restaurant catering for work, with options for any group size, taste, dietary preference, or budget. EasyCater saves your favorite restaurants and orders, which makes reordering a snap. Need to modify an order? No problem. So when it comes to food for work, make it easy on yourself with EasyCater. Start your order at easycater.com.
Hey everybody, it's Joe Reinagel from The Blitz. I cannot tell you how happy I am with my brand new Kinetico quality water softener. Had it in my house now for about 2 weeks, and the difference it is making is just unbelievable. You know, Kinetico's been serving San Antonio for over 50 years. Their products are made in America, and you live in San Antonio in South Texas, a water softener, it's a must. And Kinetico is the absolute best, up to 80% more efficient than competing models. Simple design, fewer moving parts, and in fact, you don't plug it in. No plug-in at all. It does not run on electricity. It only works when you need it to work. And right now, if you've been thinking about a Kinetico quality water softener in your home, Kinetico is going to let you try one for 90 days, absolutely free with no contract. All you have to do is give them a call, 656-PURE, 656-7873, or KineticoSA.com.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
All the jokes about LeBron sleeping with his teammate's mom. Wow.
Wait a minute, what? Who'd LeBron sleep with?
His teammate's mother.
Oh, he did?
Well, yes.
Bronny's teammate's mother.
LeBron is sleeping with his teammate's mother. It's not that hard to figure out,
No,
Joe.
I'm trying to, whose teammate are we talking about?
Bronny and LeBron are teammates.
Okay.
LeBron is sleeping with his teammate's mother. He is sleeping with Bronny's mother.
I get you. Okay, all right.
It wasn't that hard to figure out.
I thought we had a spectacle going on here.
That took way too long to put together. It really did.
I'm like, oh, man.
Sometimes, Ryan Nagel.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime. You couldn't give me a 30-second ad there to let me get through this this match, Vic?
Oh, it's over.
It's over, Johnny.
Come on, USA.
Yeah, it's almost there.
That's a win.
7-4.
Hold her down, baby. Hold her down.
5 seconds left.
And showtime.
Quarterfinal goes to USA.
USA. USA. USA. USA. We're headed to the semifinals. Hildebrand.
What's her name?
Hildebrand. We oh, she's very disappointed. What a loser.
Well, she's going back home to.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
Labor.
USA.
Just
USA.
let the party down.
On to the semifinals. This wasn't the gold medal match. I thought it said.
As long as the Chinese were eliminated, that's all that we care about.
One less Chinese gal who can win a gold medal. That's good news for us, for America. Yeah, that was Greco-Roman wrestling, which is odd to me. I don't know how to do Greco-Roman wrestling, but it seems a little. Maybe I'm wrestle shaming. Seems like a little less of a physical game. It's almost like
what, Greco-Roman?
Yeah,
as opposed to
it's a freestyle wrestling. You can't grab, like, you can't use your legs. You can't do anything.
In Greco-Roman, you can't.
In Greco-Roman, you can't. No.
What did I just see?
That was Greco-Roman.
Looked like they can't.
You can't use your legs to defend. You can't use your legs for offense. Like, you can't trip.
I'm liking this one more and more.
Everything above the waist.
As long as I'm not getting kicked in the leg, I'm in.
You can't kick in the leg in any of these.
Okay.
This is wrestling. Now, in pro wrestling, you can kick.
See, nothing to the leg or the solar plexus. I don't want to be suplexed.
Stone Cold Steve Austin would kick you in the stomach.
See,
and when you go, you double over because you got kicked in the stomach.
Then he'd knee me to the face.
That's when he'd hit you with the stunner,
and then
it's over.
Then he would. See, I don't want that.
There's some wrestlers now. And this is why wrestling in today's era is just not that good. There's some wrestlers now who they just kick you, and that's their finishing move is a kick.
Kick me in the knee. That's a finishing move.
Well, this is kicking you in the face.
Well, you're talking about professional wrestling, like Raw.
Yeah, like WrestleMania.
They have moves.
Some.
Well, not the good ones. I'm talking about the Friday night, the show ones. They're not kicking you in the face. None of the Tuesday evening ones.
Oh,
I guess.
I mean, like we figured out at some point that you don't have to know any wrestling moves to be a wrestler anymore.
No,
like Goldberg. Remember when Goldberg was a wrestler? He was a football player who tried to be a pro. Well, I guess he did successfully become a pro wrestler. Made a lot of money doing it.
Goldberg lives in Barney.
Does he?
And he lives here.
He doesn't know any wrestling moves. He just runs across the ring and runs into people.
Big old boy. That's enough.
That's his move. That's like, I win the match.
It worked for me.
That's just football.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you're on the other side of the fence in this whole thing.
My brother went with me once to I was doing a jiu-jitsu tournament. Between fights, I would do jiu-jitsu tournaments to just to stay sharp.
Me too.
And and my brother was, I think he was maybe, I don't know, 16, 17. And he's like, I want to enter one of these tournaments. And I said, okay. And I showed him a couple moves, easy moves to finish, like an arm lock. And he was like, well, how do I get him to the ground? And I was like, my brother's a football player. I said, just tackle them. So he enters this tournament, zero experience whatsoever.
Just like lift and form tackle.
Yeah. He was just like basically, getting guys to the ground, and then he would grab their arm and bend their arm and win until he got to the final match. So he won twice like that. And then at the end of his bracket was a dude who, when he took off his jacket, he had a jacket that said Junior Olympic Team USA Wrestling. And I was like,
yeah, you're in for it.
I said, you're in trouble. I said, your tackle takedown's not going to work anymore. And sure enough, he got absolutely ragdolled by this kid who didn't really know jiu-jitsu, but was when you start out in jiu-jitsu, if you know how to wrestle, you're on a different level.
Are they wearing gis? Are they wearing? Okay, so.
Well, you can do both. Like you can do gi and no gi. And in the no gi, you're kind of wearing like just shorts and a compression top.
And what's the one that you're just throwing people?
That's judo.
Okay. That's in the Olympics too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they wear the costume too. Yeah. Lots of martial arts in the Olympics.
Yeah. I get it.
I like that. I like it because that's the one sport where it's like,
yeah,
me versus you, Bubba. Mano y mano, not versus some wall with a rope attached to us. Like I'm either going to throw you around or you're going to throw me around. Serbia and Australia about to get underway. I need to check. This is very difficult to do while I'm on the air, but I'm a pro, so I'm going to figure it out. I need to see who won the first matchup in the Olympic basketball that started early.
Germany did.
Did they win? Mm-hmm. Okay. They won by 13. That's a cover, baby. That's a cover for Germany, -8. Nice win there.
I liked that yesterday.
They'll play the winner of France and Canada. But Australia and who are they playing is next? We just saw them. Serbia. Australia and Serbia is the next game. And then at 2:30 our time, we'll have Brazil. Remember Philippe Petrusev? I was telling you about him, and he's like, where's that guy from? He's their starting center.
Philippe.
He's the guy who played at Gonzaga and was like, he was the best player on Gonzaga. And then he just left. And he decided, I'm going to go play in Europe.
He wants to be the best player on a bad team.
I guess so. Or he just doesn't want to deal with American media. And
yeah, who wants all the money?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't want to deal with Ice Cube running Team USA basketball, which is eventually going to happen. He's like, I'm out on that. Brandon Aiyuk, the disgruntled wide receiver of the San Francisco 49ers. I will never not believe that he's not upset about that receiver documentary where the whole focus is on Debo and George Kittle. And he's like, wait a minute, I'm good at catching footballs too. And they're like, yeah, but
they weren't going to feature him.
You're not interesting.
He was gruntled.
Well, now the 49ers have said, okay, you want to be disgruntled? You want to be a squeaky wheel? Well, guess what, Bubba? You're going to get your wish. Dream come true. You don't like playing for the 49ers? How about the New England Patriots? How about you have, I don't even know who their quarterback's going to be. I guess maybe Drake May. Is he going to start?
Probably. I can't imagine that.
Or Jacoby Brissett.
I think Brissett is penciled in as the guy, but I would say by mid-October.
Or we're going to send you to the Cleveland Browns where you're guaranteed to always be disappointed. The Pittsburgh Steelers were interested, but apparently have moved on. But the Patriots apparently have been making phone calls about Aiyuk for months, and it's been a slow process from their side. The thing that's holding this up is Aiyuk's on his 5th-year option right now. The last year of his rookie deal, he's going to make $14 million. He wants to get his new deal. He wants to make things happen. But so far, I think Brandon Aiyuk really believes he's going to be in this Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown weight class with pay.
I think he'll be close. I don't think he requires that.
So other teams have been willing to pay more than double the value of his 5th-year option, which is 14.12. So that means they're willing to pay, let's just call it 28 points.
Which is in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
So, but he said no to those offers so far. He's like, that's not enough for me to come play for you. I mean, does he really think he's going to get like...
Well, do we know what San Francisco's really offered? I mean, I think
no, he said no to teams who have said, if we trade for you, this is what we'll give you. Because the 49ers have said, hey, you go out and you find yourself a trade partner that's going to pay you the money you want to get paid, and we'll try and make something happen for you. And so far, teams are saying, there's several teams apparently who are open, and he's like, no, that's not enough for me. And also that team is going to have to give the 49ers enough back.
See, I think that's the catch. I really do. I think that Aiyuk is looking for starter money, number one money, but I don't think he expects to get Jefferson money. I really don't. I think the problem that he's run into, and anytime a team tells you to go shop when you're still kind of restricted, nobody's going to agree to pit. You have to be an unrestricted for this really to work. When they tell you to go do that, it didn't work for Deshaun Watson. I mean, it didn't work for Lamar Jackson when the Ravens said, go shop. When you're locked in like that, nobody's going to give you an offer.
I'll say it did work for Deshaun.
Well, yeah. Well, Deshaun, you had to have a Haslam for this. But that wasn't going to work. I think he wants to be the number one and be paid close. And that's part of it. And the other part was San Francisco ain't going to let him go lightly. You know, this is talent that we have literally locked up. Well, if we choose no, he's got no recourse but to stay here.
And that's the thing. I'm pretty sure the 49ers have accepted that there's a world where they have Brandon Aiyuk and he walks away and they get nothing in return. I think they've accepted that. Okay, that's okay because we care about winning a title this year.
I don't think that's the case, AJ. You can't let talent just walk out the door. It's just now it just doesn't work that way. Now you get some talent back. I mean, they built in the
compensatory
picks to kind of help with that, because the loss of talent like that and how difficult it is to find A-level players, you don't survive that. That's one of those crumbling things that ruins franchises.
You
lose an Aiyuk for nothing.
You know what crumbles franchises? Paying B-level players like they're A-level guys.
They're not. See, he's not a B-level guy.
I think he is.
I think he is a number one in the right place.
Is he a top 10 receiver in the league?
I think he will be by the end of the season. I think that he is primed to be an option where he's a third option on a team right now. Where I think if given the opportunities, he's Amon-Ra St. Brown, not the same guy, but a guy who just needs the opportunity.
I'll say this. Brandon Aiyuk, I believe, should be very, very, very careful what he wishes for. And I think whoever does sign him needs to look at the makeup of that Niners roster and say, is Brandon Aiyuk really good, or is he on the field with absurd weapons every game that draw massive amounts of attention? Is he on the field with Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle and Deebo Samuel, and that's what makes him look good? Is he being coached by probably the best offensive play calling mind in the world? Because if he shows up in New England tomorrow and has Drake May throwing in the football and there's no one else around him, there's no running game, there's no other good receivers,
he's not going to New England.
Well, he very well could.
And also keep in mind that he's not on the field with Deebo a lot. Deebo's hurt a lot.
Yep.
So is McCaffrey. Both of them have spent a lot of time on the sideline.
San Francisco McCaffrey's been healthy.
Well, I'm just saying that Aiyuk has not been a consistent recipient of other people taking the heat off. And I think there's some argument that he has helped those other dudes. I think he's an explosive playmaker, and he knows it. His agent knows it, and he wants the opportunity to go do that. But he has to balance the opportunity of winning a Super Bowl, and he chose to go someplace else.
NBC Sports Bay Area reported last night that the 49ers have negotiated the framework of trades that would send Aiyuk to the Patriots or the Browns. So that tells me the 49ers have talked to those two teams and said, okay, here's what it'll take. You figure out a deal with Aiyuk, we'll make this happen. So now it's all up to Aiyuk. What's he willing to take on this contract?
What's funny about the Patriots and the 49ers are always dealing. What's that?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean,
you go back to Garoppolo.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's an interesting kind of dynamic that they've gone back to the well again.
Yeah. The Patriots have talked about wanting to weaponize the offense this offseason. They took Drake May 3rd overall. There's nothing around him. Like that is
it's going to be a couple years for that weapon to go off.
That is such a bleak room that
they need an Aiyuk.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to sacrifice. I mean, he's going to go a long way away from playoffs.
Right now, just taking a quick look at the depth chart for the Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, KJ Osborne, Jalen Reagor, Demario Douglas, Juju Smith-Schuster. Oh, my God. They desperately need a Brandon Aiyuk.
And one of those will be a 49er.
More than likely. But who cares?
Yeah, it's a throw-in. But one of those guys is going to be paroled.
One of those guys is going from like one of the worst possible places to be to one of the best.
Going to be paroled. Juju, grab your gear. You're going west.
Because while Brandon Aiyuk is pissed off being the 4th option on his offense, something tells me Jalen Reagor would love to be the 4th option in a Kyle Shanahan offense.
Like paroled, man. You get to play in January.
Yeah, this is fun. Got a quarterback who can throw the football to me. An offensive coordinator who knows what he's doing.
Didn't we see where Purdy threw 7 interceptions the other day?
Yeah. It's not Bill Belichick's son drawing up plays. It's not like didn't he use like his old defensive coordinators last year to run the offense?
Well, he flipped them. He made Patricia the defense, and they tried to make the excuse that, well, it doesn't matter who the coordinator is. Well, what are you talking about? It was an abject, complete failure. Now, here's the real question: if Aiyuk lands in Cleveland or New England, where does he land on your fantasy line? Does his value go up even though he's going to a worse team like the Commanders? I think his value definitely goes up with Cleveland.
I think with Cleveland it goes up because this is the it doesn't say so in the article that I was just working with. I saw another article today where the framework of a deal with Cleveland would most likely include Amari Cooper coming in return. If that were the case,
I like me some Aiyuk.
Aiyuk number one from a fantasy standpoint is really not. The Browns. There's so much untapped potential with that team. If Deshaun Watson can ever turn into even like 90% of what he was in Houston, the Browns are going to be a Super Bowl contender, because when you've got guys like Zadarius Smith and Myles Garrett and these guys on the defensive side, and you've got a guy like Deshaun Watson and Nick Chubb.
Don't they have Jared Judy now?
Yeah. Although Jared, you talk about guys who can't stay healthy.
There's some speed on the edge.
Elijah Moore, I think, is on that team too. They've got some guys.
Stefanski's that they're in a good place. I think Aiyuk would land and do quite well there. If I was him, that'd be my number one choice.
Oh, way before New England. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, you go to New England, you are the dog. I mean, you are the bell cow on that offense at that point.
Dude, I think it's a lot better to go someplace where you got a chance to at least look good.
But it seems like this guy wants to get out of shadows. You know what I mean? It feels like Aiyuk wants to go stand in the sun, and he doesn't care how bad the team is. He just wants to be the guy.
Maybe so. We'll take a look at some other training camp battles around the league on the other side here. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on the Blitz, do the Spurs still have a shot at Lauri Markkanen? We may know something today.
We'll keep you updated on if he signs, if he does not sign his contract extension with the Jazz today. Plus, Team USA in action during the Blitz. We'll keep you updated on the score and the latest from Cowboys camp. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You've heard me talk about GimmeTheVin.com for years, but you should hear some of our customers' online reviews.
GMTV was awesome in the process of selling my vehicle. They came in with the highest offer without any haggling. This is the second vehicle I've sold to GMTV. Everything from selling and picking up the car to receiving the check was quick and easy. Rebecca was particularly helpful throughout. What a great company.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine is excited to announce a partnership that is revolutionizing access to care for orthopedic patients. The HURT app provides free 24/7 access to orthopedic expertise. HURT is the app to have before you need it. Don't wait for an injury to happen. Download HURT now for free, fast virtual access to orthopedic specialists. The HURT app is available online in the App Store and Google Play. Learn more about the HURT app and the OrthoNow Injury Clinic at TSAOG.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
eBay Motors is here for the ride.
120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio representing people and families who've been injured in traffic collisions since 1994. The reason it's important to call me as soon as possible is the number of tricks and mistakes you can make, even up to talking to insurance companies, which I'm going to tell you not to do. And also some of the billing practices at our local hospitals. And over the last year, I've seen more and more of this, where hospitals are asking patients to assign benefits they do not have to assign, all in an effort to get more money to the hospital than they would receive if all you used was your health insurance. When you call, I will give you your options. We'll talk about your case. And all of that is free of charge. If you or a family member has been injured in a traffic accident, whether car, commercial truck, motorcycle, I want you to call me as soon as possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyerforus.com.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we give our students credit. Credit for deciding while stuck in traffic to get a bachelor's degree. Credit for managing 3 kids, 2 dogs, and a full-time job to pursue an MBA. Students at UMGC can use prior learning or relevant experience to earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's. And graduate students can transfer up to 12 credits toward their master's. Get your application fee waived through August 29th. Flexible online and hybrid classes start soon. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
"This is ludicrous."
but that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us. No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
It's Jason and Joe from the Blitz. Join us at Circa Las Vegas in August for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest Weekend.
The Blitz will be live at Circa August 22nd and 23rd, and then we're staying for the weekend. Come to Vegas with us for the Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Circa Survivor and Circa Million are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
So join the Blitz at Circa Las Vegas. More details and discounted rooms available online at sasportstar.com.
Ribs, burgers, chicken. Submit what you grilled or smoked, and you could win a $50 gift card from Tri-County Meat Market.
So good and tasty.
Grilling with the Blitz.
This is Jim Rome. Join me weekdays at noon, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm good. Are
you happy?
Aussies up 9 early over the Serbs, 26-17.
You
those that care.
You liked Australia, huh?
I did, but I wasn't going to put any money on this one.
I was hoping.
Patty is hot.
Yeah, they're going to be hard to stop. It looks like. I was cheering for Serbia. Filip Petrusev was one of my favorite players in college, and he got drafted, and then was like, "Nah, this ain't for me. I'm going to." He plays for Olympiacos now, but he's a Euro League type. But he was one of my favorite dudes, and he's like I think he's the second best player on this Serbian team. And then when he comes out of the game and it's just Jokic on the floor by himself, it's like, yeah, this is BS.
You know, that's enough though.
I mean, it's enough to compete,
Joker
for sure.
I know Joker gets hot.
Yeah,
that's enough to.
And he's a real problem. Like when he gets the ball, it's like these guys don't know what to do with him. Australia doesn't have the size to slow him down, but it doesn't look like Serbia is going to play enough defense to do much here.
Patty already has 10 points at the Aussie.
Yeah, he is lighting them up. like you said, this is his kind of game right here.
He loves international ball, man. He becomes Iverson
for real. I wish it carried over.
We've seen some glory days back in some title runs where Patty played a huge role.
There are quite a few camp battles going on, and I started thinking to myself, like, I don't know exactly when these battles will be all shook out, but a couple of them are interesting to me. And we'll start with, we'll start with the New England Patriots, their wide receiver battle, because we were just talking about them. It could change, but they've got two rookies, Jalen Polk, who they took in the second round. He's going to make the team. Javon Baker, they took in the fourth round. Demario Douglas was their leading receiver last year. So that leaves Kendrick Bourne, KJ Osborne, Juju, Jalen Reagor, and Tyquan Thornton to probably take up 3 of those spots, and that's assuming they don't trade for Brandon Aiyuk. It's funny because the names on that list, like Juju and Jalen Reagor, those were
KJ too.
KJ. These were guys who were at one point looked at like and Kendrick. I think Kendrick Bourne, if he's healthy, is going to make the roster. He just seems not to stay healthy very often. But when you read all those names, it's like, oh my God, they desperately need something.
Especially for a young quarterback, a safety net of some sort.
Yeah. The Pittsburgh Steelers are interesting mostly because they've got a quarterback battle. And the thought was going in, and I say the thought, it's what Mike Tomlin said. Russell Wilson was in the pole position, and it was his job to lose. He was the guy there. But now he's got a calf injury, and Justin Fields is taking all the first-team reps and completed every pass attempt at his last practice. And all of a sudden, it's feeling like, well, maybe it's not.
What would you do? Because this is going to happen eventually, that he is the future. At least he has every opportunity to take the future.
I play Justin Fields.
Yeah,
I play Justin Fields week 1.
And my gut, though, I think Russell's probably better suited to be their starting quarterback to win some games. But why forestall the inevitable? Why wait? I mean, he's at least you don't know. That's just it. You don't know. But fail fast, find out now.
The thing about Pittsburgh is their ceiling is 7 seed in the playoffs. Like their roster is not good enough to be a Super Bowl contending team, particularly in the AFC. So if you can't win a Super Bowl, start figuring out the future. The future of the Pittsburgh Steelers cannot be Russell Wilson.
But Russell's not done yet.
Russell's done.
I'm not until I see it. I don't think he got a shot in Denver. I know that there's a lot of stuff and a lot of reason why he didn't deserve it. But I'm still not totally done with what Russell can do on a good team or an average team. I'm not checked out on him yet.
I think he is done. And he's one of those guys who, it's when I talk about when I'm drafting quarterbacks, I look for like the physical traits first. I want a big, strong dude first, because if you're getting by on like athleticism and quickness and things like that, that fades first.
I don't know.
And once that fades, what do you got left? You got a dude who's like 5'9" and can't move. I'm not looking for that.
Remember when Flacco had a little bit of a run 2 years ago? I think Russell's got that. It might not be with Pittsburgh, but before he's done, he's going to take a team on a 6, 7, 8 game run and be old school Russell. I just feel like it's out there still.
The wide receiver room in Cleveland, the other place where we were talking about maybe looking for a Brandon Aiyuk. Obviously, they've got Amari Cooper as their number 1. Jerry Jeudy's going to be a big part of things. Kind of unproven behind him. Elijah Moore, who had his best year last year, I think he's worth a look. Cedric Tillman,
I don't know him.
He was a rookie last year, and they said he was a standout during off-season workouts. So he's kind of got the inside track. But the offense is expected to use more 3 and 4 wide receiver sets this year. So there's room for somebody. And again, where maybe Brandon Aiyuk. There's more of these battles I want to talk about, particularly quarterback battles. So we'll do that on the other side. The Russ's old team, Denver Broncos, they have one going too. We'll talk about that. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
10-yard line. Touchdown, Vegas. What a wild finish.
Your home for the NFL.
El Guacamole Mexican Grill on 25020 Blanco Road is now ready to serve up the cold drinks with your favorite Mexican dish. Come celebrate the grand opening of their bar this August 15th and get a free margarita only at El Guacamole Mexican Grill, 25020 Blanco Road.
Train heating and cooling systems are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you. We run together. Visit traininfo.com to find your local independent train dealer. Traininfo.com. It's hard to stop a train.
Gomez Law Firm has been taking care of the people of San Antonio for almost 50 years, the leader in personal injury law. Jose, tell us a little bit more about what you do.
We do ride-sharing cases, 18-wheeler cases. Obviously, we've done those for very many years. Work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then you need to visit joegomezlaw.com.
We've been around for almost 50 years, and we're not going anywhere.
Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
School is almost here, and if there's two things I can count on, it's my kids needing new outfits because they grow like weeds, and Cole stocking their favorite styles. With the back-to-school customer appreciation event going on, I scored 30% off tees, jeans, sneakers, and more when I shopped with a Kohl's card. No card? No problem. Rewards members save 20%, and everyone else saves 15%, plus earn Kohl's cash. When it comes to back to school, you gotta go back to Kohl's. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offer ends August 11th. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit consumercellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by September 2nd, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Selling your home is full of catch-22s. Do you pay for upgrades like new flooring and fresh paint to sell for more, or put that money toward your dream home? Jason Minix here from San Antonio Sports Star. I want to tell you about Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, where you can do both. Get more money for your current home and put more money down on your new one. Here's how it works. Orchard makes you an impressive backup cash offer for your old home. That unlocks cash for you to buy and move into your new home. Next, your Orchard team handles the repairs and upgrades on your old home at no upfront cost. Then your local Orchard agent lists, shows, and sells your home on the market. One customer said, quote, Orchard sold my home for more than I expected, and I got a golf cart. Home selling doesn't have to be a catch-22. With Orchard, get expert guidance and top dollar for your home. Visit Orchard.com and start with your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com. Orchard.com.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not a rate based on Terry who keeps and makes the car behind them. Oh no, they're about to. Save with DriveWise and the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
And like this.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/act now. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-298-9383. 800-298-9383. Again, that's 800-298-9383. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to endurancewarranty.com.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
The Olympic pole vaulter.
Dude, I'm just going to applaud. Congratulations. What a great story. I mean, do you tell your kids that story?
The commercials that he is going to get.
Like Trojan, Max?
Could be Trojan. Could
How
be
about
Max.
a glad bag?
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Center.
The college football coaches preseason top 25 poll was announced yesterday. Georgia comes in at number 1, followed by Ohio State and Oregon at 2 and 3. The Texas Longhorns are ranked 4th, followed by Alabama, rounding out the top 5, while Texas A&M ends at number 20. I'm Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Barely working out at this age. I've been doing the same workout since '89. I just go to the gym, couple biceps, some chest. I start beating. I get the hell out of the gym. I ain't sweating through clothing. Those days are done.
Sebastian Maniscalco going to be here in San Antonio. When is that going to be? August 11th.
Around the corner.
Life's coming at us fast. If you want to go see him, you can see him August 11th at the Frost Bank Center, and we're giving away a pair of those tickets. Here, let me see. What's the? I want to give away to the Brigade Bar. I feel like they deserve it. I'm going to make it easy for them. Something easily Googleable. I think that's the move. Give me the name of the last comedy special that Sebastian put up on Netflix. I think it was like 2 years ago. You get that. First person to put it up on the Brigade Bar. You're going to see him.
I'm going to be there.
Rob's going to be in the building.
I'll be there. Laughing,
cackling, drinking beers. You going to be drinking beers?
Beers?
Yeah.
Of course.
Rob, I think I blew his mind a little bit when we were at the Willie and Dylan show. Rob was complaining about, what were they, $14 beers?
Try $19.
$19. That's right. $19 beers.
$19 beers.
But ridiculous. Then he figured out it was a 25-ounce beer.
I don't care.
That's a good deal.
No, it's never a good deal. It's $20 on anything in one can.
I disagree.
That's not a good deal.
I feel like if you paid $9.50 for a 12-ounce can, you wouldn't complain.
I would be complaining at $9.50. Yes, for a 12-ounce can.
At a concert in LA, that's a reasonable.
I'm going to complain no matter where I am in the world if you hand me a beer for $10 or $20 at twice the size. It is still,
I think $20 at twice, and you get the free ounce in a 25-ounce
You
can.
mean the free backwash?
Yeah.
That warm bit at the bottom of that 25-ounce can?
Looks like Daniel Rodriguez is our winner.
What was the name of the?
Is it me?
Is it me? Is that what's?
Is it me?
I go by what he was wearing in the show. Was he wearing the?
I don't go by that, so I don't know.
Or the black and white
shirt. You and I do this differently. I go by.
I don't know what years they came out. I don't think I watched them in order.
Well, I think there's only been a hand or maybe 2 on Netflix.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen 3 or 4, maybe.
Okay.
Of his shows.
Well, maybe.
I mean,
the Is It Me is the one where he's wearing like the suit jacket.
Oh, that's the one that he recorded in Vegas. That's the tour I just saw. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That would be it. Yeah.
So congratulations to our winner.
It's gonna be a good show. He's one of the funniest dudes going.
Yeah. I hope that place fills up.
The fact that we're giving away tickets this close to the show
that worries me a little.
Concerns me that the room might be a little bit big for the name.
I think that when I heard his name and I heard Frost Bank, I was like, oh, that's
because it seems like the next step.
I was like, maybe he's a bigger star than I thought he was. To me, there's only a handful of comics that can fill a room like a basketball arena. It's like you got to be Chappelle, Joe Rogan, Kevin Hart. I don't know. That might be the list right now.
Seinfeld's still packing, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, guy. I guess Seinfeld does currently still do it because he was in Vegas at the at Caesars. That was like they kept trying to. I've got part of my rewards package. I half price tickets to see Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry.
I could also have seen Adele for half price.
Well, that's actually worth its weight.
Worth her weight?
Well, I said its weight in gold.
Oh,
you could take that. However, you might want to take it.
I offered it to my wife. I said, "Hey, do you want to go see Adele? You want to go see Jerry Seinfeld?" She's like, "Eh."
She didn't want to go see Adele.
I think she liked the idea of it, but going to those shows at the casino, it's like it's extra, man. It's not like going to a show at the Frost Center.
It's like people in San Antonio. We never go down to the Riverwalk.
You don't want to. There's just too much hassle.
Yeah, I don't want to park. I don't want to walk. I don't want to deal with all the people.
It's a lot of hassle, and she just doesn't like it.
But it's nice to have the access, though, dude. Think all the shows that right there in Vegas.
Yeah, listen, I'm not complaining. There's plenty of stuff to do there. Plenty of entertainment.
Well, go see Sebastian. Let's fill the place.
That's right.
So he'll come back.
Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll. I don't. What's that? Saturday? I
think so.
You think so? You got it. Who are you going with? Your wife?
I assumed.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You don't know if you were going to take a kid or
no. I think it's the plan is the wife, but I don't think we have. I feel like there's something else going on Saturday.
I was going to say suddenly it's like, oh,
I don't know if we've scheduled appropriately. We'll figure it out.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe I'll use your tickets if you don't go.
Might very well.
But congratulate. Who's our winner again?
Daniel Rodriguez.
Did he call in?
Yeah, I'm talking to him right now.
All right. Good job. Congrats, Daniel. Okay, we were going through some of these training camp battles before we were rudely interrupted by commercials. The Denver Broncos are one of 2 battles in the AFC West for a starting quarterback job. It seems like, how long has it been since the Broncos were in the playoffs? I think it's 8 or 9 years.
It's been a minute.
They've been in a perpetual, I don't know who our quarterback is, and they thought they solved that with Russ, and it ended up not only not solving the problem, but just setting them back as a franchise because they gave up too much to get Russ.
And just let him walk.
And now it looks like they've got a 3-headed monster. Bo Nix, Jarrett Stidham, and Zach Wilson.
All the same guy. If it was possible to get 3 of the same guy, they did it. They're clones of each other. All 3 of them are the same. And now Nix can run a little bit better and a little bit more accuracy for the other kid. But
I'll say this. I haven't seen enough of Bo Nix in the pro. Like, obviously, I haven't seen any of them in the pros. He's a rookie. To me, Jarrett Stidham, if I were the Broncos, Jarrett Stidham would be my starter, at least for the beginning of the season. Eventually, it's going to be Bo Nix's job. You took him with a first-round pick. But here's what I'd know. Jarrett Stidham has looked respectable Zach Wilson has had a lot of chances. He's had way more chances than anybody else, and he sucks.
Yeah, he sucks.
Like that. I talk a lot about scratched lottery tickets. That lottery ticket scratched.
And you don't think Stidham hadn't sucked too?
Not to the level. No, not to the level of Zach
Okay.
Wilson.
Okay.
Not to that. I mean, he hasn't had enough opportunity to suck. I mean, it's not like he's taken some bull by the horns.
Baylor? Wasn't he at Baylor too? Wasn't he at Baylor before Nix?
Jarrett Stidham was at Auburn before Nix.
I mean, not Baylor, Auburn.
Yeah, he's an Auburn kid.
They're both the run first, adequate deep arm, no outside 10-yard out arm at all. Nix was a product of a spread offense in college.
Stidham is more of a pro style than Nix, but I think Sean Payton looks at Nix and sees a lot of Drew Brees.
Maybe, but I think at the end, this isn't about these three quarterbacks. This is about Sean Payton. This is about a guy, he's going to die on this hill, that he believes that it is still possible in this NFL to have a quarterback who really can't throw downfield. I mean, that's what Peyton believes. And every time you hear anybody compared to Drew Brees was a one-off. After the last 3 years in New Orleans, he had no push on that ball. None.
How far is he away from Brock Purdy?
I think once Brock starts to lose a little bit of that arm strength, he will be as far as arm strength. Now, no one will duplicate what from the neck up. See, that's what Drew Brees has, that all these other cats, you hope, because Brees was a savant, a genius. He saw angles and was able to throw the ball in ways that no other quarterback could, considering he had no push. You know what Sean Payton did? He designed an offense that was effective for both Drew Brees and a fullback. What was that other kid that they had running quarterback there for a couple years?
Taysom Hill.
It was the same offense.
Yeah.
So, I appreciate that Peyton is relying on what has worked for him in the past, but this is a referendum on Sean Payton. It's not about these three cats. None of those guys, and I'll put it down right now. Bo Nix is not an NFL quarterback and never will be.
What was that explosion, Vic?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just moved the keyboard.
Was that real or was that an actual
yeah,
drop?
it was an actual explosion in the
and I have no idea where it came from.
I don't know where I am at on Peyton right now. I think his arrogance is about to run himself out of the league.
Well, it's funny because you like the idea that Russell Wilson, and one of the best things about Russ was that he was in Seattle. He was at one point arguably the best deep ball thrower in the league.
He's still got a little of that, but no strength to the edge. Never has.
And the idea that Peyton had him and was like, I'm not interested at all. It's just not what it's not what his game is built on.
They were mismatched as far as skill sets.
Yeah.
But for Denver Bronco fan, this is going to be weird. You got three guys that play essentially the same. Who do they think is going to be starter on day one?
I don't know who they is. I think if I were betting money, it would be Jarrett Stidham.
It would have to be.
You don't want to start a rookie day one, and Zach Wilson is dog doo-doo. He's garbage. So to me, that leaves one option. That leaves Jarrett Stidham.
I'm not a Bronco fan.
Now I think once the Broncos start, 3-6 or whatever, they're going to say, okay, it's your time, Bo Nix, which I think that's the right way to do it.
What do you think about Nix?
I like some of his skill sets. I was probably in the minority. I kind of liked him at Auburn a little bit.
He was a running quarterback running Malzahn's trickeration offense.
Yeah.
I mean, and then he goes from that extreme with it's all misdirection and eye candy. Then he goes up to Oregon and runs this spread 5 receiver 10-yard and look at me kind of offense.
But he did both well.
Yeah, he did, but neither one of them is an NFL offense. What I'm saying is he played the UFL offense, he played college football offense, but the expectation that he's going to be a legitimate 3, 5, 7-step drop back, drop a dime quarterback? No, I never saw that.
Since the start of the 2016 season, which that's the last time the Broncos made the playoffs.
Wow.
Or after that season.
Right.
Since then, the Broncos have had 12 different quarterbacks start a game.
Well, they're going to have a couple more this year. Add 2 more to that list.
They've had 13 quarterbacks or 13 players start a game if you count the game that Philip Lindsay had to start during COVID.
Which was a disgrace.
That was embarrassing. And also the easiest money you could have ever made.
The league changed the
doing
rules
sports
after
betting. That was the easiest sports betting money you could
An
ever
NFL
make.
team without a quarterback.
Oh, an NFL team without a quarterback, huh?
I'm gonna bet the under.
Yeah. How many points are they giving? Yeah, I'll take the other team.
Take everything and everybody on the other side.
I will take the other team to win by $1 million.
And it all paid off.
Las Vegas Raiders also have a quarterback battle on their hands. I guess we'll go to break, and then we'll talk about that on the other side. It is the Morning Huddle, talking some football on a Tuesday here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on the Blitz, do the Spurs still have a shot at Lauri Markkanen? We may know something today.
We'll keep you updated on if he signs, if he does not sign his contract extension with the Jazz today, plus Team USA in action during the Blitz. We'll keep you updated on the score and the latest from Cowboys camp. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Beyonce's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
If you're a man and you live in or around the San Antonio area, you need to listen to this message. Do you find yourself stressing about or even avoiding intimate moments? Do you find yourself thinking, is it going to work? Does your partner look at you and ask, is it me? Did I do something wrong? Do you get frustrated when things don't live up to their expectations? Men, you're not alone, and we have a solution. For over a decade, Mojo has delivered 100% guaranteed male performance results. Mojo truly works every single time. Guys, Mojo works when all other things fail, and its proprietary formula has helped thousands of men live their best lives again. Yeah! Mojo is 100% natural, blood pressure safe, diabetic friendly, and fast acting. And Mojo is now available in both spray and capsule formulas, exclusively at Pure Line Nutrition. Call Pure Line Nutrition in San Antonio today at 210-494-2210. That's Pure Line Nutrition, 210-494-2210.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio representing people and families who've been injured in traffic collisions since 1994. The reason it's important to call me as soon as possible is the number of tricks and mistakes you can make, even up to talking to insurance companies, which I'm going to tell you not to do. And also some of the billing practices at our local hospitals. And over the last year, I've seen more and more of this, where hospitals are asking patients to assign benefits they do not have to assign. all in an effort to get more money to the hospital than they would receive if all you used was your health insurance. When you call, I will give you your options. We'll talk about your case. And all of that is free of charge. If you or a family member has been injured in a traffic accident, whether car, commercial truck, motorcycle, I want you to call me as soon as possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyerforus.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Morning Huddle 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star, punching in on a Tuesday. Rob and AJ talking some football. We spent a whole week talking Cowboys, and then we got back and said, oh, there's 31 other teams. And, well, there's stuff to talk about with them.
But they're not nearly as important as the Cowboys.
Cowboys, they're not even doing anything. Maybe sign somebody, make a move. All in my ass. The Las Vegas Raiders. They've got a quarterback battle too.
Dak's going to look good in silver and black.
He is. And when I tell you they've got a quarterback battle, and I tell you it's Aiden O'Connell against Gardner Minshew, this is why Dak is not worried. He's getting $60 million from somebody.
Aiden who?
Aiden O'Connell.
Where's he from?
Purdue. He's a Boilermaker. Gardner Minshew, who is now most famous for his mustache. Antonio Pierce says the competition is at status quo.
We got two status quo QBs for sure.
Oh, boy.
You know, Minshew ain't bad. And just give him some credit. The guy has won in a couple of different situations. And none of them awful. He's always been on teams that had a little bit of skill, a little bit of talent. And he's never been the detriment. You know, he's never been the reason they were awful. He was always just kind of part of the awfulness. So I feel like he'll probably get the opportunity to start, but they got a rookie for a reason.
Here's why, if I'm the Raiders, I am playing Aiden O'Connell over Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew, I talk about scratch lottery ticket. To me, Gardner Minshew is like probably one of the 3 or 4 best backup quarterbacks you can have.
Absolutely.
And if I had a really good team, I would invest in a guy like Gardner Minshew to protect my asset. Like if I were the Kansas City Chiefs, like Gardner Minshew makes sense to me.
I have a very different attitude about backup quarterbacks now.
What's your attitude about him?
If you're running with a stud, if he goes down, it doesn't matter. You get 2 weeks. You have to have a quarterback to play 2 weeks, maybe 3. And That's it. But if you're trying to back up Mahomes, you're in trouble because he matters so much.
But here's the thing: how many times has Mahomes missed time?
Well, we don't know. It hadn't happened. You know, I get you, and I think if you're an average team, a good team, you gotta have a Gardner Minshew because
maybe the Bengals are a better explanation.
Maybe something. I used to believe like if your starter goes down, you have to have a money backup. But I realized, man, your starter matters so much. And if you lost your quarterback if he's gone for the year, you ain't winning no matter what you're going to try. And if he's only gone for a little bit, you know, just hold down the fort. You don't got to be great, and I'll pay you just a little bit to do it.
But I will say this for Gardner, or not for Gardner Minshew, for Aiden O'Connell. Last year, when Pierce took over, they said Aiden O'Connell's our quarterback.
And I saw a little bit of him play. I'd forgotten who this guy was. He's the starter. Yes.
And if Pierce showed enough that he got the job, like you would think there'd be some sort of loyalty to Aiden O'Connell who won some football games for him.
So Garoppolo was so god awful.
He sucked.
So I don't know if Quinn, what's his name? What's this guy? Aiden O'Connell.
Aiden O'Connell, yeah.
I don't know if O'Connell is actually pretty good or he's just better than Garoppolo.
And that's, there's, I don't know either.
Because Devontae wasn't happy with either one of them.
Yeah. I could see, and I mean, listen, what Devontae says is going to go a long way. Apparently both quarterbacks hung Devontae Adams out to dry in practice, in the first padded practice the other day.
You got lit up with a medicine ball.
Here's my thought though, is O'Connell's the guy that you don't know. Maybe you've got something with him, maybe you don't. But there's no world where Gardner Minshew is the long-term answer at quarterback for the Raiders. Like, he just can't be. If he is, you might as well have kept Jimmy Garoppolo, because Jimmy Garoppolo is the same thing as Gardner Minshew. He's a solid backup quarterback who should never be you should never go into a season with the plan that this guy is going to be my starter.
So we've talked about the Commanders and the issue they have. When do they start their young quarterback? We've talked about Denver. When are they going to start? How are they going to start things off? Now we just went to the Raiders, and when are they going to play, and which of their bad quarterbacks are they going to play? And the Dallas Cowboys appear to be willingly heading into this situation.
Yeah.
And to be willingly heading into a season. Now, maybe not this year, but next, where you're debating over Gardner Minshew, Trey Lance, and name your draft pick as to who the starter should be for the Cowboys. And the Cowboys, it appears that Jerry is willingly actively pursuing a situation like this. And I'm not saying good, bad, or indifferent, but I'm just saying when we laugh at what's going on in Denver and we giggle in Oakland or in Las Vegas, and we just mock what goes on, and the Cowboys and Jerry are willingly, actively trying to get there.
They're steering the boat toward that iceberg.
It's just hard to fathom.
There's one more quarterback battle in the NFC, and it's in Minnesota.
That's a better place, though. Nobody's got a better bed to lay in than J.J. McCarthy.
But see, that's when I talk about start the rookie. Why not? That's the one place where I think, you know what? Minnesota's pretty good. Maybe let Sam Darnold have first crack at it.
What? You want to talk about a fully scratched lottery? Darnold over McCarthy. Nobody's had a better landing spot as a rookie quarterback. Name a better spot, a quarterback that's coming in a better situation. Maybe Joe Cool, but even then you didn't know.
All I know is the fact that, and listen, I'm a long-time Sam Darnold detractor. I think Sam Darnold generally sucks. But the fact that Kyle Shanahan put his arm around Sam Darnold last year and said, he didn't cut him. He wrote out the season with him. He's the reason Trey Lance is a Cowboy.
Well, it's Sam Darnold was never. I think that was. You think Sam Darnold should be the starter over McCarthy?
I think, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. At least to start the season, and if they fall out of things, then whatever. But and that's mostly just because JJ McCarthy's not a guy I expect to show up and be like day one ready.
Well, they're not going to ask him to do a whole lot. I think given the situation he finds himself, he's got two stud wide receivers, a good tight end, a defense to protect him.
He's in a very good position.
There's no better rookie. Why would I wait? What do I have to? This is battled by fire now because he is definitely the future. And
he's definitely the future. But the problem with the Minnesota versus, say, a Denver is Minnesota could make the playoffs now.
Yes, and I think they have to get McCarthy on the field because McCarthy's going to be playing in November no matter what happens. Maybe Darnold's been hiding something for the last 4 or 5 years. Remember, Zach Wilson took his job. Zach Wilson did.
Yeah.
Ooh, McCarthy. The irony of all of this is of all the quarterbacks coming out, I felt like McCarthy was the weakest of the sum total parts. You know what I mean? Certainly he's a first round quarterback. I'm not taking that away from him. But of all the parts, when you summed them up, I thought McCarthy was the weakest as far as the skill set required to be a good quarterback.
I think with Darnold, what he's got so far is, every time they've run him out of town and chosen the other option, they've been wrong.
True.
Like when the Jets said, okay, enough Sam Darnold, we're going with Zach Wilson instead. It's like, oh, we made the wrong choice. And then the Panthers, it's like, all right, enough Sam Darnold, we're going with Bryce Young. And they're like, damn it.
And then I remember his summer in San Francisco, a beat writer for the Chronicle there said, the guy that has thrown the best in camp was Sam Darnold over Purdy, over everybody. But for whatever reason, when it comes time for game day, he ain't ready and hadn't been for whatever team he's been on.
Yes, Sam is like, it's like what I say about Trey Lance. It's like you can have all these tools, but it's like, man, it's at some point if you can't put them together. Except Sam, I mean, we've seen
a champion for him too. I was. That's why I think I'm so aggravated by him.
For Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be a stud.
Oh, I did too. Like I remember kind of being a little disappointed that the Bills didn't get Sam Darnold and instead got Josh Allen.
The USC,
turns out, what worked out okay.
Darnold at USC was throwing darts. I mean, he really did feel that way, and maybe there's still enough there to kind of keep McCarthy on the bench and getting ready. But if I'm Minnesota, man, I think I can get to the playoffs with my rookie.
A big balls play if you do it.
You got two wide receivers that go get the ball for you.
Yeah. Well, it depends on if one's suspended for DUI or not.
Well, there is that.
We'll figure that out as we go. Yeah. Sometimes there's two, but at least their wide receivers not killing people like the Raiders wide receivers do. But yeah, there a couple more notable camp battles. It looks like Carolina's got some battles on the defensive side. Jadeveon Clowney, a name that I hadn't thought of in a while, apparently just wrecking camp. And it makes me wonder, like, why can't this guy keep a job? Why does nobody want to deal with him long term?
You rarely get the 100% Jadeveon. 100% Jadeveon is a Pro Bowler. Always has been.
Yeah, he's a real problem when he's on, and it's like it's crazy that no one's harnessed that power yet.
You just get the sense the dude doesn't work that hard and is just naturally that damn good, just born to do it.
And then for the Cowboys, their biggest camp battle looks like it may be resolved. We mentioned it a little bit yesterday. Brock Hoffman, at this point, it looks like 90-10 is the starting center. Took all the snaps with the first teams in the spring, taking all the first team snaps in training camp. He's got Zach Martin's seal of approval. Zach Martin said he's a natural leader.
He is. That's one thing I took away from the Blitz interview is that guy takes control of a room.
And it says Cooper Beebe is going to get his chance to show what he can do in preseason games, but he's still getting accustomed to a new spot so much that he works on his snaps in 7-on-7. Like he's just not he's not a center. They're trying to maybe convert him, but that's not what he is. Instead, it looks like Cooper Beebe is going to be like a swing interior guy, which those guys are valuable too. It's just not ideal that you used your second pick on one.
That's the second year in a row that second round draft pick has really been inappropriate to either the line, whether it be interior line or tight end. Both years, Schoonmaker and now Beebe seem to be superfluous.
Yeah, but you never know. I mean, injuries happen, and remember Nealand was projected to be basically a depth guy until Sam Williams got hurt. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, we really needed to have that.
And the Cowboys traditionally have had a couple of swing dudes that have played a fair amount, so I'm glad that he's there. But that's again 2 years in a row you drafted duplicates, and it just felt like you could have gone elsewhere.
So there you go. There's a look around the NFL, a look at camps, and where everyone is battling. I love these. It's almost like Hard Knocks in real life. They're actually battling for jobs out here.
We should get our first episode this Sunday, I do believe.
Is that coming up already?
Well, we're going to get some Bears. They've been in practice. It's only the week after practice began.
It kind of bums me out because I'm not interested in the Bears.
Or did it already happen Sunday night when we were traveling? Has it already hit?
No, it hasn't.
Okay.
It hasn't come out yet. Okay. But I don't like the Bears. I'm not interested in them.
You know, the thing about Hard Knocks, I say it every year, is I'm going to get duped into drafting a bear on my fantasy team because they're going to highlight whatever he's been doing. I've fallen for it every freaking year. I fall for somebody, and I'll end up with a bear just because they're going to highlight him in Hard Knocks. And
Well,
I'm going to think I'm smarter than anybody else in the room.
Oh, because nobody else watched it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm the one that picks up on the little hints.
Yeah. Did you draft Amon-Ra last year?
I wish I had.
Oh, you drafted some other Lion, huh?
I don't remember who I drafted off that. No, I drafted running back off that team.
Oh, well. You should have drafted Amon-Ra. That was dumb.
You're splitting time, yeah.
Well, don't draft Caleb Williams.
I don't think that'll be a concern.
Okay. All right, let's hit a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's going on in the Olympics. Team USA update. Serbia showing some fight now. They were more than they were earlier.
12. It's within spitting distance.
Yeah, it was like 20 earlier. What a mess. But we'll get you the latest on the Olympics. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's almost time, fantasy guys. Almost time. But we'll talk some pain. I want to talk to you guys with a Rosti. Did you wake up in pain this morning? If you did, I've got this completely confused. Let's talk a Rosti. You ready, Vic? Let's do a Rosti, right? Yes. Thank you. Welcome to Tuesday. Did you wake up in pain? I didn't, because I'm a Rosti patient. I've had lower back issues most of my adult life. You heard me talk about it. And people always come up to me and say, what do you mean by lower back issues? You ever had those twinges that just kind of grab you out of nowhere and you end up laying on the ground for a month? Those kind of things. And I had them up until about 5 years ago, the first time I walked into a Rosti. All the other doctors that I've ever been to prescribed some ice, some painkiller, and call me back in a month if you're not better. That's not how to live. Don't live your life in pain. A Rosti, the very first time I walked in the door, I got a full evaluation. You know what? They found out it wasn't my back. It was my hamstrings. They fixed the problem. My lower back issues, while they have not completely gone away, now I know when they're coming how to treat them and how to get myself out of pain. What are you waiting on? A Rosti providers are all around you. There's one probably 10 minutes from where you are right now. You want to find out? Go to Rosti.com. They got a map of all their providers, and they're adding new ones all the time. They accept most insurances, and you don't need a referral, so you can make that call right now. Write it down. It's 1-800-404-6050. So many of us live our lives in pain and have things keep us from doing things that we want to do. There's a fix out there, and it can happen fast. Call a Rosti today. Let them take care of you. And once you're all fixed up and ready to go, you can come by and thank me later.
94.1 FM. If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
Rookie hazing, if you want to call it that, is they're carrying a bunch of helmets off the field.
Yeah.
I'd rather see somebody get their behind taped.
What?
Well, it used to happen.
You're sad that went away?
Yeah.
Thank God that went away.
Tape that, Heine.
You want to talk pole vaulters again?
Well, he should have used some tape.
Joe and his fetishes.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for up to half the cost. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
School is almost here, and if there's two things I can count on, it's my kids needing new outfits because they grow like weeds, and Kohl's stocking their favorite styles. With the back-to-school customer appreciation event going on, I scored 30% off tees, jeans, sneakers, and more when I shopped with a Kohl's card. No card? No problem. Rewards members save 20%, and everyone else saves 15%, plus earn Kohl's cash. When it comes to back to school, you gotta go back to Kohl's. Select styles. Some exclusions apply. Offer ends August 11th. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online, mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit consumercellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by September 2nd, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller.
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist? You don't say. I can't remember.
But she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Feel that? Drop the beat now. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Hey. Give it to him, Rob.
What, hey?
Yeah.
I don't like this song.
What?
That weird honking kind of gets on my nerves. It's cacophonous. Somebody playing the spoons and the jugs back there.
That's right, baby. Morning Huddle on 94.1. We got to talk a little football today. I love football season. You guys will learn.
Is the season.
To be jolly. This is the jolliest time for me. I love the game of football. I love to watch the NFL. I love college football, even though to a lesser degree.
Really?
I think maybe because I'm not I don't have a blood attachment to a football school,
and it's a passion thing.
But
and it's a dispassionate NFL fandom. It's a passionate NCAA
and that's the thing. That's what I need. I need something that I don't have to be passionate about, because it's hard for me to be passionate about many things. I like beer a lot.
I like the scent of a fine cigar.
My wife and kids on a good
sunset.
day. My wife and kids on a good day.
A good scotch.
But other than that, I'm not passionate about many things.
You're going to have to find your passion, man. You're going to zen in on something.
Oh, I have found a new passion since living here, taking naps.
No, that's a good one to have.
Passion.
That's not the one you brag about. What's your favorite a nap? I'm one of the world-class nappers.
I couch napped yesterday. It was crazy.
Those are good naps.
It was good. I made a rookie move because my bedroom is so dark. I've got it like a cave with blackout curtains.
Mm-hmm.
But I made the mistake of starting my nap facing the wrong way on the couch and not closing my blinds all the way. So
when the sun
came into my window at a really inopportune time during my nap. But other than that, it was strong. Couch naps are sometimes comfortable, and they're easier to get up from than a bed nap.
They're typically shorter.
That's what I was like, man, if I get in bed and crawl under the blankets, it's going to be gone all day. I'm done for. So I did it on the couch and it worked out. Wanted to give some Olympic updates. The basketball is going. Serbia's trying to fight.
Their game, man, I got to give them some credit. I mean, they're just old pros. The ball came to them. They let the game kind of let Patty Mills cool off.
Patty Mills could not have been more dominant to start that game. There was a point in the game where it was like, I don't know, 38-18 or no, 37-17. Patty Mills had scored 18 points. He had outscored Serbia altogether. And now Serbia's kind of cutting it down. You mentioned it. There's really no answer for Joker, but they got to get help from somebody. And they got some, some old balding dudes. It's not it doesn't seem like there's a lot of other great secondary options.
And you mentioned it. There's some empty seats in that building.
I don't understand this. I don't understand how, especially at this point, like the knockout rounds.
Yeah, this is an NBA level game.
You'd think everybody would be there. Look at Bogdanovich, the game he had against South Sudan, 30 points, 8 assists. I don't know how I missed that. Maybe there are some secondary options for Serbia. But yeah, there's not just a couple empty seats. It's like, what is there's more fans at like a Charlotte Hornets game
or trap shooting yesterday.
Yeah. Like if Caitlin were there, there'd be more fans. Caitlin Clark draws more fans than this. I don't get it. It is a 4-point game now, though.
Down by 20. Here they come. Oh, there's one.
And Australia's choking it away, which I'm not mad at. How do you go about this when you're we're obviously all cheering for Team USA to win the gold medal? Obviously, unless you've got something you want to tell me.
I'm secretly Canadian.
I go home and I have worst one you could have said.
Maple syrup.
I do love poutine. But when you think about, okay, I want my team to win, are you the kind of guy who's like, well, I want them to go against the best?
No.
Or do you want all the good teams to fall off in front of them?
I want the best to have stubbed their toe. I want the easiest route possible to prove that I am indeed the best.
It's like when the Celtics were going to the NBA Finals, it's like, oh, everybody's like, oh, everybody they played, their best player got hurt. It's like, well, good.
I want to go win. And if we want to battle the best, yeah, we'll meet next week on an open court and we'll just play it. But no, I want the easiest route. I want to win.
I'm with you. So for me, it's like, oh, Australia, you're favored. Get out of the way. Let the U.S. have an easier path. Easier path is always the better path.
And matchups make fights too. I would be rooting for the team that I felt like I had the best opportunity to go beat.
And it is now a 1-point game. Do you think that one of these teams in particular
I think Serbia would probably provide a more difficult game just because of Joker. Even though he alone.
We just smacked them, though.
I agree.
In the pool play.
I agree. He just, I fear him and Bogdan and the kid from the little point guard and the kid from Gonzaga far more than I do Patty Mills and Jock Londell and Dante Exum and Josh Giddey.
It's funny because the game against Serbia, like watching the U.S.'s their pool play games, I don't think it was their biggest win, like by points, but it felt like their best performance.
And I think some of it was pool play, and we'll save our best for when it matters.
Serbia's about to take a lead. This is crazy. This was a 20-point game. This is a massive choke job by Australia if they let this thing get away. Apparently, the rest of the Olympics has all just come to a grinding halt so they can do this basketball stuff. They don't care about anything else today.
It's all track, baby.
I think they did. Well, I know like they were supposed to do sailing today, and that got delayed.
Is there poop in the water?
No. I think it's weather because it's like there's supposed to be dinghy races, which all right.
How's your dinghy doing?
It's small. It's
not
not
like a pole vaulter.
It's not built for rough waters. I can tell you that. That pole vaulter. So there's a world record pole vaulter. And this is one of the things that kind of peeves me as an ugly American Olympic fan. That guy's born in the United States.
Well, yeah.
He's on Team Sweden. That should be another gold medal in our pockets.
Well, he couldn't make our team.
If he's the world record pole vaulter, how did he not make our team?
Tax implication. I don't know. Why is he not an American? I don't know. I didn't know he was born in the United States.
I didn't either until today. I was like, wow, look at this Swedish guy. And then it was like, oh, he went to LSU. And I said, well, wait a minute. If he went to LSU, he probably could have played for Team USA if he really wanted to. Like we usually find a loophole for guys like that. And so I start digging in, and it's like, this guy's a full-blown American.
I saw him interviewed. There was no, for a Swedish dude, he didn't have an accent.
Armand, and his name tricked me. Armand Duplantis, or Duplantis, I don't know how you say it. That sounds like the kind of name that would not be born in America until you see Lafayette, Louisiana, and you go, oh yeah, he's one of them.
So his mother was Swede?
I don't know. I would guess, yeah, because his dad's Duplantis, clearly
that's Cajun.
That's
baby.
a Cajun name. But yeah, I don't know how we let this guy get away.
I watched that whole thing yesterday, the whole pole vault, and he was clearly, American got him. I think he got silver. But what was astounding was he was so obviously going to get an opportunity to set a world record, but he didn't get to pick his height. He didn't say, jack it up to X. I'm going for it. They just notched it up 1 more centimeter or 1 more whatever, X, clink, and they let him set the record there. And he did.
It says here his American father, Greg Duplantis, is a former pole vaulter with a personal best of 5.8 meters.
Son's better by almost half a meter. Mm-hmm.
While his Swedish mother, Helena, is a former heptathlete and volleyball player. I can't believe this guy's not on Team USA. That pisses me off, kind of.
He got a better NIL from the Swedes.
You think so? You think they paid him?
They gave him a Volvo and a big bucket of meatballs and all the IKEA furniture he can put together.
Duplantis has lamented that improving his Swedish speaking ability has been somewhat hampered by the high level of English skills in Sweden, which have led native speakers preferring to speak English when talking with him. Like, they all think that Swedish is such a stupid language, they don't even want to speak it amongst themselves.
I don't know what the Swedish dialect, all I can think of is the Swedish chef from the Muppets.
His freshman year at Lafayette High School, he set a national freshman record, both indoor and outdoor. I mean, how different is indoor and outdoor when it comes to pole vaulting?
Massive.
Yeah, you think? Come on. He was named the Gatorade Louisiana Boys Track and Field Athlete of the Year. As a citizen of both the U.S. and Sweden, he could have chosen to vault for either country internationally. In June 2015, he had one of those announcements where he was at a table and he had both hats on the table.
Did he? No.
And he put on the Swedish hat. Represented Sweden for the first time at the Youth Championships in 2015. He won gold. And from then on, he's been a traitor to our country, where he basically lived his entire life, got his education.
Well, he lived in Louisiana. I mean, maybe they shortchanged him a little bit on the education part.
True. All right, so it wasn't the best education.
It was as good as
they
could offer.
As good as Louisiana can give you.
He can spell his name.
Well, that's a tough name. I don't know. It took him till 3rd grade, unfortunately.
There's a lot of guys with OUXs over there. They'll have to learn how to spell early.
It was the Armand. That's the thing that threw him off. He was always like, is it the second A or an O? And I think it was just more of a handwriting issue. His O, like, he put a little tail on it. And yeah, it was a bad call. But yeah.
Well, we can lure him back. Can't you switch countries? Can he change allegiance?
I think you can. But I don't know what the rules are. I don't know. Like, he would have to disavow Sweden.
I don't think that's that hard.
It's like, I just don't know why he would pick them.
The meatballs and the Volvos.
They have that at IKEA. You don't even need to go there to get those meatballs.
He gets a deal at IKEA. He gets his furniture already put together.
Really?
Well, that's what this we get the boxes. The Swedes, it just comes already put together.
I heard in Sweden, when you order from IKEA, they send the box with a person inside the box who comes out and puts it together for you.
Yes, it's
on the spot. That's incredible. By the way, it's a tie game now, this basketball match. That is unreal. In our last hour of programming today, for our show anyway, there's still gonna be programming after us. I think Jim Rome wants to do a show today. And the Blitz guys, they want to do a show today. When in the last hour of our show, though, we're going to play some sound from head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Mike McCarthy. He's going to give us an update on what's going on out at training camp, since Rob and I were not there to see it with our own two eyes. And also the fact that I am down to one eye because I splashed some energy drink in one of my eyes, and now I'm partially blind
from the chemicals.
Yeah, from the poisons. All right, we'll be back. Last hour of the huddle coming. Run down the court, Joker. Quit pouting. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Riding the work with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. It's the Morning Huddle, KTFM Floresville. If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
You read between the lines, Vinny. Sometimes you got to make difficult choices.
Yeah.
Dak knows what we're up against.
I think you're reading that as Dak would be the one that would go by. The two examples he gave, they got rid of a wide receiver. They got rid of a defensive back because they can hide those guys not being there. You can't hide not having a quarterback.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-230-2777. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-230-2777. That's 800-230-2777 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this, if something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
This is it. Shop the Lowe's Closeout event to get up to 70% off select major appliances for your home. Plus, get up to 60% off select patio furniture and accessories for your outdoor spaces. So hurry into your local store today because these deals are too good to last. Shop them now before they're gone because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
It's time to huddle up and listen close. For 2024, we pay tribute to a true game changer in the world of snacks, the unrivaled, the unbeatable, the pork rind. Yes, it's crunch time, and we're not just talking about the last few nail-biting minutes of the game. We're talking about a snack so audaciously crunchy, it puts those pretentious chips and pretzels to shame. So here's to you, Southern Recipe pork rinds, for being more than just a crunch. Southern Recipe pork rinds. It's crunch time. Find your rind at H-E-B.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Look no further than I-10 Ice House, your neighborhood sports headquarters with over a decade of excellence. Catch every thrilling moment on massive 10-foot screens, whether it's the big game or that must-see pay-per-view event. And don't miss out on their daily happy hour specials. The best seats are at I-10 Ice House on 9518 Console Drive, proudly serving our community for over 10 years. I-10 Ice House, 9518 Console Drive off Wurzbach and 10.
Attention Roadrunner fans, get ready for an electrifying season of UTSA football. Season tickets are on sale now, starting at just $90. That's right, for only $90 you can catch all the action, all the touchdowns, and all the excitement at the Alamo Dome. Bring your family, bring your friends, and join the fun as we cheer on our UTSA Roadrunners to victory. Don't miss out on the best deal in town. Get your season tickets today and be a part of the Roadrunner family. Visit GoUTSA.com to secure your seats now. UTSA football, it's more than a game, it's an experience. Go Runners!
Gomez Law Firm has been taking care of the people of San Antonio for almost 50 years, the leader in personal injury law. Jose, tell us a little bit more about what you do.
We do ride-sharing cases, 18-wheeler cases. Obviously, we've done those for very many years. Work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then you need to visit joegomezlaw.com.
We've been around for almost 50 years, and we're not going anywhere.
Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
94.1 FM, San Antonio Sports Center.
The college football coaches preseason top 25 poll was announced yesterday. Georgia comes in at number 1, followed by Ohio State and Oregon at 2 and 3. The Texas Longhorns are ranked 4th, followed by Alabama, rounding out the top 5, while Texas A&M ends at number 20. I'm Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Ba, 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 ba. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. So it turns out Rob got an answer on why he chose Sweden.
My good friend Frank Garza texted me. He said he heard on NBC that that in 2015, when he was a Ute.
Did you say Ute?
I think he's a Ute. Team USA certainly wanted him, but they wanted to coach him with their coaches. He wanted to be coached by his Olympic father and mother, and so he chose them and therefore went Swedish.
But is that really a decision a 15-year-old should be making?
Well, they weren't asking his gender.
Yeah. You know what? I'll allow it.
Good.
I mean, it's
Hey, what do the Swedes have really?
That's true.
How many Olympic goals have they gotten in the summer? Now, the winter, on the other hand, they don't need any help.
Right. You know what? Let them have him. Let him have. It's just annoying because we'd be one ahead of China right now if we had that guy.
And another world record on our belt.
Yeah.
His name's Armand, though. Do we really want that?
That's a good point. I generally don't like people named Armand. Armando, maybe.
I know a couple Mondos.
You add an O and it feels better.
Everybody who knows that Armando, he's always cool. Armando, he's a good dude.
Armando, that seems pretentious.
Armand.
It's because it sounds French.
Well, he's from Louisiana, and there was a book by Anne Rice that there was an Armand character.
I lived in Lafayette, Louisiana for a year and a half of my life.
State of Louisiana. There's a song about that.
It's I love a lot of things about the state of Louisiana. I would not want to live there. It's no place to live. How about that?
It's a fine place to eat and visit.
Fine place to eat and visit for a short amount of time. It's not a place to go if you have school-aged children either. Good luck with that. But, who am I to judge? I sent my kids to school in Vegas, which I think is maybe just as bad in hindsight. Mike McCarthy, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, was available for questioning out at training camp. By the way, friend of the show now. I mean, he just came on our show out there and is going to come on our show every week during the season. So basically, the three of us are best friends now. The Three Musketeers. That's what Mike was calling us off air.
Yeah.
And now I really need him to not get fired, because it would be awkward to have Three Musketeers and like tell the new coach, hey, coach, we're Three Musketeers. But you don't have a choice. You just have to be the third guy. I don't remember the Three Musketeers. You have to be D'Artagnan.
There's Aramis,
Artemis,
D'Artagnan. And
is it Aramis, Artemis, and D'Artagnan?
Is it Artemis?
I think maybe. I don't know.
We have these.
I'm not as cultured as you, Rob. You've got that long gray hair that gives you automatic wisdom.
Immediate.
It really does. It makes you look so much wiser than I know you to be. So I just always assume you're going to know things, because it's like, oh, that guys that look like Rob know stuff.
There was a fourth Musketeer, wasn't there?
There was. I think D'Artagnan actually became the fourth one. What do we got? Aramis, I know, is correct.
Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, with D'Artagnan being the fourth.
Okay. Porthos. I would never trust a musketeer named Porthos. But if and when the new coach shows up, we'll tell him that McCarthy was Porthos anyway.
Porthos, that guy did.
So he was never going to last. He was never going to last for the long haul. They asked McCarthy about CD and basically how much is he missing out on right now? How disastrous is this that CD Lamb isn't here?
Yeah, I think just like anything, I mean, this is a business matter, and we all understand and. That he's putting the time in now. But, when he gets here, we'll take to be honest, we got to be smart when he gets here. We got to ramp him up and get him ready to go. But, there's a lot of investment in CD and in Dak. So, we have a good foundation there to lean on.
Well, apparently there's not enough investment in those two guys, or CD would be there if you invested in him.
I thought practice was important. I thought that if you missed even a day of practice, you'd be set back forever, unless you're CD Lamb. And
it's like, well, he's already caught up with all the stuff he's practiced the stuff that we're doing. He practiced it at home, but it'd be cool if he was practicing here, but he's for sure still working on the stuff at home.
If I'm Jerry, I want him saying, look, man, he's missing valuable install parts.
Yeah.
And if he wants to be the all-pro that I believe he is, he needs to be here.
Are you sure that's what you want him to say?
Yeah, I would be. If I'm Jerry, I want him leaning on CD. Look, man, you're letting your team down. You're letting it's a business.
But it depends, because CD can say, if they really need me there, there's a simple way to get me in here, and just lean it right back on Jerry. Because to me, if Mike McCarthy said CD is missing valuable time that he's never going to get back, who am I going to be pissed off at? To me, it's Jerry. I'm going to be like, dude, just pay this dude. He's missing important time.
I'm trying to get him to the heartstrings, the team, the growth, the importance, the win. You're letting your dudes down. I understand it's a business matter, but your guys are leaving the station. I'm kidding. This is going to get done, and he's not going to pay a single fine. And this ramp up thing, I do think is legitimate. I do think once he does arrive, whether it's this week or next, we all know it's going to work its way out. He is going to have a contract by the first week of the regular season. I can't imagine a situation where it goes any farther. Or he just comes back and is like, well, I'll just play this thing out. But one way or the other, he will be starting in week one. It's just the concern of, I'd been told that this was really important time at practice, and evidently it's not.
And I don't know how true it is that Jalen Tolbert's awesome in camp. I saw a little bit of him. He looked solid. I don't know about awesome. Looks solid. But they asked McCarthy, but it is giving him a chance to kind of have some shine too, which is maybe a good thing in building this room up. But they asked McCarthy about this wide receiver room compared to the last couple of years.
Man, I really love the step that we've taken, and it's just I can't say it enough about the work that our perimeter players have done away from the facility, and that's today's NFL. You have to take that extra time, and you can see it. We have a video that, we just kind of keep reinforcing the connection between the quarterbacks and the perimeter players every day. And, I try to cut it to 12 to 14. I mean, I had 38 just from Saturday's practice. So, I mean, it's just when you see that much quality in numbers, so the guys have done a really nice job there. So, but yeah, we definitely have taken a step, particularly this time of year, clearly taken a step from where we were this time last year.
That feels like a lie, doesn't it?
Well, yes. We're not better off than we were this time
that
last
feels like
year.
Such a lie. Like I think there's 3 positions where undoubtedly the Cowboys are worse this year than last year. Number 1 is offensive line. You lost 2 guys that are
you lost Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
You lost a you're worse.
And you replaced him. You replaced a Hall of Famer with a rookie.
Yeah.
You're worse on the offensive line. You're worse at running back.
Yes.
I mean
your starter's gone.
Yeah, your starter left, and you replaced him with the guy that starter replaced because the old starter was washed, and now you brought him back. And wide receiver is like, you can't tell me a room without CeeDee Lamb in it is better than a room with him. There's no way the wide receiver room right now is like really blowing you away, McCarthy.
That room is so good. They're running Deuce Vaughn through there too.
Yeah. We've never had a guy like Deuce in the room.
I mean, a 5'2" wide receiver? No, we haven't. That's a new thing.
There used to be a sign on the door that was like riding the Iron Rattler at Six Flags. You got to be this tall to ride, and Deuce was just never allowed in. And we started to let guys in. It's like, dude, just say, hey, I would love to hear him say, the wide receiver room is fine. It'd be a lot better if CD was here because CD, he covers up for a lot of things. And I know you don't want to make it sound like all your guys are scrubs, but you do want to at least acknowledge that. And to me, if I'm Mike McCarthy, this is leaning on Jerry a little too. Be like, yeah, it's a lot easier to coach these guys when you've got a guy like CD in the room. So in that way, it's a challenge. Do I think we have some players in here? Sure. But man, it sure would be nice to have CD back in here.
Well, I thought practice was important, and every minute lost is a quarter of play you're not going to get, and all those things that matter to the regular dude. But, he'll catch up.
He'll catch up.
But, the ramp up, it's not so much about the mental stuff, which I'd been led to believe was the most important thing you had to deal with your wide receiver and your quarterback, that timing. But, yeah, he'll be fine.
What about the running back room and about a running back by committee?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it needs to solve itself. I think just like anything, you have projection and how you want to play. As far as why, you could see how we built the personnel groupings through the installs, which way we want to lean in personnel groupings, and it's all with the foresight that all these backs can contribute in those schemes. So, but yeah, how the rotation. I mean, that's really up to the players. That's what the competition and training camp will solve.
Okay,
I'm glad this is the modern NFL.
Why do you say
that? We could go into this season under the pretense that it's possible to be an offense that is successful. Now, when I say successful, I'm not talking about total yards and touchdowns. I'm talking about an offense in the fourth quarter that I can put the ball in their hands with 8 minutes to go and a small lead, a 7-point or smaller lead, and feel comfortable enough that this offense can run the clock down to protect this defense. I can give them the ball, and you don't got to score, but can you run 4 minutes off the clock? Can you just move the ball and let my defense, which is where my money is being spent right now until I get Dak and CD paid. Let my defense and Micah Parsons and all these dudes go make the plays to win a football game. And right now, I think you look at this offense and go, and when CD shows up, yeah, they're going to move the ball, but are they going to be able to control the clock? And there's Zeke, Rico, and Freeman is not the prescription to controlling the clock in the fourth quarter in a game that matters. I just don't see it. So then we start falling back on the things that we get mad at Dak for.
Which is pretty much everything.
Right.
Yeah, Jason says Pollard wasn't great last year.
No, he wasn't, but he was good enough, and we're worse. The Cowboys, worse.
And he asked, any chance Dowdle is better than Pollard was last year? Well, they asked McCarthy about Dowdle specifically.
I would say the adversity of it. I mean, he had some tough luck there the first couple of years with the injuries, and he just never blinked. He was someone that obviously we were really excited about when he didn't have much of an opportunity. Then the first opportunity he gets, he returns a kickoff for a touchdown. So he showed flashes as a young player, but once he fought through those injuries, really last year when he was given an opportunity, he's played really good football for us.
He is kind of I don't know. He's, I guess, kind of when I talk about, again, I hate to keep using this reference, but like the lottery tickets, he's the one who you could still see maybe something comes out of him, right? But
no.
No. Okay.
We've seen this cat.
Yeah.
He had, like McCarthy was saying, yeah, when he's healthy, but do we have any
bad
reason
luck
to expect that after 3 years of injury riddled and
he's just
with
had some
brief
bad
flashes
luck
of lightning, to expect anything? No. Yeah, can he return a kickoff? Yeah.
Lightning doesn't strike 4 times, Rob.
I just when we start getting in the totality of where the Cowboys sit, you start going, holy cow, this is so much worse than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I don't know how you could feel good about the truth is, I don't know how you could feel good about this offense, period, coming into the season.
They move the ball. I don't have any doubt that they're going to be able to. I mean, they've got enough, even now, to be above average offense.
Yes, but we just talked about running back room worse, offensive line room worse, receiver room worse. Dak unhappy with his contract situation. What's the improvement that's been made on the offensive side of the ball that we should go, yeah, this will be better?
It's not going to be better, but even what they had was adequate. I mean, they can have less offense and still win some football games.
Still win some.
But it's how you use that offense and how you control the clock and how they're not going to be capable of just getting the ball and holding it and just running the clock out. It's just not something they're going to have to be able to do. And as long as this offense is hamstrung without CD and they don't have the ability to work on the stuff that's truly going to matter in the season, with every passing day, it just seems to be bleaker and bleaker. And you can hear it in McCarthy. He doesn't sound optimistic other than, yeah, put in the work.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. Like, you're right. The offense it was fine last year, but when they played against teams that were good, like remember when they played the 49ers, how bad the offense was? Remember the first half of the Green Bay game when the game was actually, in reach and they couldn't score? And they really didn't score anything until the end when Green Bay put their scrubs in.
It didn't matter.
I don't know, man. I'm becoming more pessimistic about the Cowboys literally every day.
As you should be. As you should be. As everyone should be. And the further we get away from camp, the more we're going to realize how much they were running and hiding, how much they were diverting, running and hiding and talking about out of one side of their mouth when there was no intent to do anything. They see this coming. They know how bad it's going to be.
I think so, man. And I just, I don't know how you can go into this season feeling like.
Is there an NFL team with a worse running back room than the Dallas Cowboys? If there's one, there might be some equally as bad. There's not one worse.
Let me think about that. I mean, on one end, you've got like the 49ers, and like that's about as good as it can be, right? I would say, you know who might be in that conversation now? The Raiders, when they let Josh Jacobs go, it's like Zamir White and Alexander Madison.
And I have a sense they would be proven to be awful. But up until then, I mean, they had Jacobs. So last time I saw them, they were able to run the ball.
That's true. Yeah, I can't think of anybody else. I mean, the Bengals now, they lose Joe Mixon, and I think they replaced him with Zach Moss.
That's a little question.
Good luck.
But I would take Zach Moss over anybody the Cowboys have right now.
I think you're right. The Cowboys are probably the worst. They're at least in the discussion for the worst. Zeke is clearly washed.
Clearly.
Below 4 yards per carry the last 2 seasons now. And Rico Dowdle.
He's a battering ram, but yeah, if he stays healthy, there's a possibility. But you're going into the season again with a quarterback, no contract, and the worst running back room in the business.
Noe, this is what I kind of love about Cowboy fan is, like Noe, I say, how can this team possibly be better? And all he has to do is say, we them boys, and that makes him feel better about things. There's something to that. Like
it's like a mantra.
Yeah, it makes you feel better when your team is like blowing it. It's like, Noe, how do you think the Cowboys can possibly be better this year than last year? You think about it for a second. We them boys, though.
Don't
matter. It's like, okay, yeah. As long as you're happy being them boys, hey, F it, right? Because at the end of the day, you still them boys.
Well, this fuse is burning. I don't think Jerry has any idea the explosion that might go off in his face.
When's the last time the Cowboys were like dreadfully bad?
We've had a couple. There was a couple of, before Romo arrived, there was a string of horrible quarterbacks. In the early 2000s, what was that quarterback's name that they, I can't even, that we've had some desperately bad years.
But it's like, when's the last time the Cowboys had, like, I guess it was it 2015 or 16? They were like, was that 4-12, 5-11?
That was that prior to that. 16 was the Kellen Moore broken leg. That's when Dak went 13-3.
Well, the year before that,
though,
was
Romo injured a lot, but they were playoff caliber.
Were they?
Yeah, you're thinking a little bit before that. That's the problem with the Cowboys. They're always right in it. They're not god awful, just enough to be talked about.
Yeah, I guess like the COVID year they weren't good.
Yeah,
but it was COVID year, so no one considers it. Yeah, they may be in. I don't think they're going to be 6-10, 4-12 kind of bad, or 4-13, whatever it would be now. But it's going to be rough.
I'll tell you, and as thin as they are at a couple of positions, one key injury, and then 4-13 looks maybe on the good side.
Okay, here they are by season. 2020 they were 6-10. 2019 8-8, no playoffs. 2017 9-7, no playoffs.
Just right there.
2016, like you said, 13-3. 2015 they were 4-12.
Mm-hmm. That was Romo down, dealing with the injury.
2014 they were 12-4. Before that, they had 3 consecutive years of 8-8.
You're describing 30 years of Cowboy football.
2010 was 6-10. And then 2004, 6-10. And then 2000 to 2000, the Dave Campo years, which was 5-11, all 3 of them.
And Jerry is willingly taking this team down the road to look a lot like all these teams that are debating between Jarrett Stidham and whoever else the stiff is available.
But you know what will make you feel better about that? We them boys.
See, I already feel better.
There you go. All right, let's hit a break. I guess we'll probably have a pretty short same. I teased a story about a guy who put an eel in his butt. So I guess we'll do that next. And then we'll do the daily lines coming up at 9:30. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1, San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hey, I want to talk water softeners with you. Do you know what your water softener does? Do you know how it works? When was the last time you checked the quality of your water? Are you getting what you paid for? Are you adding too much salt? Are you seeing this thing cycle through? Are you still seeing all the stuff that your water softener should be taking care of? If you are, why? Right now, if you'll call 656 Pure, Connecticut, yes, Connecticut, the best in the business, will come out and put a Connecticut water softener in your home for 90 days so you can find out what so many of your neighbors already know. That the water treatment system that Connecticut will sell you is the best you can buy for this part of the world. Designed in the United States, it's the most efficient water softener you can buy. They've got proof. It's been voted. But for us, for our purposes in San Antonio, our aquifer, the water comes out, boy, it makes some good sweet tea and some fine cold beer. But I'll tell you what, what's in that water ends up on your skin and your hair. You ever seen that white powder on your glasses? Ever open a dishwasher? Or ever been over to somebody else's house and they pull out a glass covered in white powder? There's no Connecticut in your home. Call 656 Pure. Find out so much out there that can be had with your Connecticut that you didn't even think was possible. Call them today at 656 Pure. Go to the website. It's ConnecticutSA.com for all the details. But at the end of the day, you need yourself a Connecticut. It adds value to your home and makes your life a little bit easier. Call them today. Get yourself a Connecticut and be like the rest of the cool kids. And I know you'll be thanking me later.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, do the Spurs still have a shot at Lauri Markkanen? We may know something today.
We'll keep you updated on if he signs, if he does not sign his contract extension with the Jazz today. Plus, Team USA in action during The Blitz. We'll keep you updated on the score and the latest from Cowboys camp. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
George gets justice.
At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, our motto is simple. George gets justice. But what does that mean for you? It means you get an award-winning team of attorneys who will fight for everything taken from you so that you can get back to what matters in life. When we say George gets justice, it's just not a motto. It's a commitment to you. Call us at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice.
George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
Connect to this radio station from all across the country. Take us to the gym, shopping. How about a road trip? Listen to us now on the free iHeartRadio app. You'll never miss a moment with your favorite radio station. Download the free iHeartRadio app and search for this station so we can go wherever you want us to.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our clients' portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more. And then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first time Nana moments.
And welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
With a true Vegas feel, the Big Blind is the premier poker room in San Antonio, featuring an upscale environment catering to players from all abilities. From high-octane tournaments or lively cash games, the Big Blind has a game for everyone, including blackjack tournaments. From the owners of the Roo Pub and the Angry Elephant, the Big Blind is locally owned and operated, offering daily cash games to daily, weekly, and monthly tournaments. Learn more online at thebigblindsa.com. The Big Blind at 281 and Redland Road.
The granddaddy of all hunting shows is back. The 2024 Hunters Extravaganza, August 16th through the 18th at the Freeman Coliseum Expo Hall. Fun for the whole family. Check out our hunting seminars, the latest in hunting equipment, last season's best bucks in our annual deer contest, and for the little hunters, games, live alligators, snakes, and more. August 16th through the 18th at the Freeman Coliseum Expo Hall. For details and tickets, go to huntersextravaganza.com.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. AJ and Rob on a Tuesday. And man, we've got a good finish here.
Yes, we
in the
do.
Olympic Games.
Take you through it.
As Serbia has a 2-point lead after trailing by 20 in this game. They have a 2-point lead with 9.8 seconds left. A guy named Vasily made one of 2 free throws to give them a 2-point lead.
Oh, so they could advance the ball with the timeout.
Vasily looks like he was a character in a he'd look like a character in an Adam Sandler movie, like where he would play a Serbian basketball player.
Oh, they let Patty get the ball.
Patty may have traveled
Not the
there.
Answer.
Oh, he loses the ball.
Mills with the shot to win it, and bucket with 1.4.
Not to win it, to tie it.
82 all. We're going to overtime.
Well, Serbia can advance the ball, right?
Let's see what happens here.
Oh no, they used their timeout during that break because there was a double timeout.
Inbounds. He's got a shot. Nope.
We got overtime, baby. I don't know about you.
I'm worn out.
I'm team Serbia.
Yeah, Turkey and Serbia.
Serbia. I mean, normally I would be like, oh, Australia. They speak English, so to me they're like culturally similar to the U.S. So I would normally cheer for them, but Serbia.
Old surly vets, man.
And I just want the U.S. to have the easiest route. And Patty Mills going nuclear is something that I just don't want to deal with.
You only get it for a half, though.
Yeah, he actually kind of stunk until the second. I was thinking, like, maybe it's best to let him have a shot. And then, of course, he makes the shot. But he did all his damage early on. Speaking of damage.
This I got to hear.
This you've got to hear. This is a bad idea, by the way. Do not try this at home. They make toys for this. If you're really that into putting things in your body, and if you're looking for a colonoscopy, go to the doctor. Because
I'm still trying to get the justification for what happened here.
Vietnamese doctors removed a live 2-foot-long eel from a man's abdomen. It had chewed through his intestines after he shoved it up his rear. This is
so he went face first on this.
Yeah, went face first, and it swam, basically swam upstream. This is a 31-year-old man, an Indian national. So he's from India, living in Vietnam. He went to the hospital in Hanoi on July 27th with excruciating abdominal pain.
I would imagine. Like I've seen.
Imagine going to the doc. It's like the Jackass skit where he goes to the doctor and he's like, "Oh, I just feel terrible," and then they do the X-ray of him, and there's the toy car, and they're like, "Dude, you got a toy car up there." They're like, "Hey, you got an eel in your body, bro. This is
eating through things."
Doctors learned that the patient had put it inside himself earlier that day.
On a whim, on a bet,
and decided to make a break for it.
Was it for pleasure or was he why?
Well,
do they know? I'm sure we're just guessing, but
so here's the deal. I'm guessing that it was pleasure because rather than do the surgery, they said, you know what? Let's just reach up this dude's tailpipe and pull it out of here.
Give it a yank.
But
Was the mouth holding on to something?
No, there was some blockage because apparently he thought, well, now the eel lives up there. Maybe he's going to get hungry. So I'm going to give it a lime. And he shoved a lime up there too.
Okay.
What?
You know, my daddy always said, never try to make sense out of nonsense. And I was trying. Oh my God. He was making us make a little margarita for the road.
I know you love key lime pie. Have you ever had eel lime pie?
So I didn't realize that he was treating this thing like a pet. So he was just like a big pet carrier.
Where do you find this?
So he undergoes all these tests, and the eel had bitten through the patient's rectum and colon and escaped into the abdominal cavity.
Holy
man,
is he alive? He lived?
He lived. They got the eel out, they got the lime out, and they had to slice open his torso.
Well, I imagine.
And the eel was alive.
Probably a little confused.
25 inches long, 4 inches in diameter. After they checked for any additional foreign objects
else going on there?
he may not have told them about, like a lime, they decided to stitch him up. They performed a colostomy to prevent
he's gonna have
poo from going through the cut made by the eel bite. And doctors at the hospital told the Vietnam News they've dealt with several patients, typically young men, who have put objects up their bums for sexual pleasure.
A live eel.
The hospital has previously removed bottles, cups, adult toys, but this is their first case involving a live animal.
Yeah, I think we're next level now.
Eels can survive. This is a warning to all of you out there, not coming from me, but from a doctor. Eels can survive in anaerobic conditions for a long time.
They don't need oxygen.
That's right. And they can bite through the gastrointestinal tract.
I don't think I need to be told that. I kind of figured they could.
Therefore, people should never insert live animals through the anus to seek intense sensations due to the unforeseeable consequences
of them eating through your rectum.
In March, a 12-year-old or a 12-inch eel slid up a 43-year-old man's backside.
You act like that was a surprise, like you didn't know that was coming. Like slid up there, like
like he was just swimming in his hot tub, and the eel
just laying around and it just slid in there.
But that's a 12-incher. This guy went with a 25-incher. This is the eel with the lime, like the full size version of it.
It's well-fed eel.
This is not a skinny worm. No, it doesn't appear to be the electric variety, which is probably wise, right? Although I guess if you're really going for that ultimate high, you go electric or go home, they say. This is the Tesla of sex toys, Rob. It's
God gave us electric eels, so I don't see what's wrong.
It's self-guiding. It's electric. It runs on limes only. It's incredible. All right.
That is just so absolutely horrifically awful.
But, I mean, if you did have to put a live animal up there, I guess eel is like not the worst, right?
Really kind of lubed up.
Like coyote sounds really painful.
Yeah, that would.
Eel, at least it's kind of slippery already.
Did you grow up with the Richard Gere rumors?
Yeah, about the gerbil.
The urban legend, yeah.
Is that a rumor, or do we know? Like, has that ever been?
I don't know. I've never, but it was always Richard Gere, and there was one with Rod Stewart at his own little.
That sounds more like it. If we ever get to interview Richard Gere or Rod Stewart, let's make a pinky promise to each other that we'll ask about it.
Well, I've heard.
Hey, you ever put weird stuff up your butt?
I've heard Richard Gere talk about it.
What'd he say?
That he'd always heard the urban legend too.
Oh yeah,
he'd heard it,
but he didn't. He didn't deny.
Well, I think he did. I'm at this point, who cares? But
I kind of care.
Do you?
That's animal cruelty.
Well, What's higher on the food chart? Eels or gerbils? Which do we care about more?
Gerbils for sure.
Why? Because they're furry?
mammals. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Eels are basically snakes. That's the lowest form.
Oh, okay. So we don't have a problem with those going up the chute.
Yeah.
But a pretty little gerbil that we would gladly feed to that same eel.
Well, I
We have
don't
a
do that.
problem with
I
it?
don't feed snakes. I don't give snakes. There's no shelter for snakes around me. There's no good snakes. There's only snakes, and they all get the same fate.
And there's good gerbils.
And I'll be honest, if I saw this eel, I would just assume it was a snake. I would have chopped his head off.
Well,
Because
it
guess
would have
what?
worked out better for our guy
Guess
if he
what?
had.
In the history of time, and again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know this for sure, but I'm 99% sure. If you chop an eel's head off before you put it up there, it can't bite through your walls because it doesn't have a mouth anymore, because it doesn't have a head.
It can grow a new one.
Oh, damn. Then let's
That's the Vietnamese eel, though.
let's stick with the basic. Don't put eels up your butt.
Unless, of course, you're surrounded by friends and family.
Yes, that are doctors. And even then, they're going to be unhappy with your choices.
Imagine, you know what? I think I might need to go to the doctor. I think I might have made a tactical error. I think what looked good a little while ago isn't looking very good right now.
When Rob gets home and he's got the bloody sheets, his wife's going to be like, what happened? And Rob's just going to say, eel incident. Google it.
I don't want to get into and if you're looking for the limes, you're out of luck.
Yeah, I hope you're not hoping to have a margarita tonight. All right, let's hit our last break. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up with the Daily Lines. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
'Tis the season. It is fantasy football season. And commissioners, I'm talking to you. If you haven't rounded into your locale, don't do it at home. Nobody wants to sit around with all your friends here and talk football talk. Go to Twin Peaks where they appreciate you and what you're doing. Twin Peaks is the ideal location to host any fantasy football draft. Why? Because they take care of the commissioner. That's why. And while you're there, you don't have to worry about waiting on beer runs. They've got everything you need to take care of your fantasy draft. Schedule your draft party at Twin Peaks. Receive a $50 bounce back card plus a $5 bonus card for every league member at the draft. That bounce back card, that should be yours, Commissioner. You're doing the work. Take some home with you. And when you're there, win yourself some professional drip. You could be rocking your favorite jersey on game day. Enter for a chance to win a $150 merch card just while being there at the draft. 4 locations here in San Antonio, all ideal for your fantasy draft. 151 and 410 days of all I-10 Park North, and of course the IKEA locale. Your draft should be in a place where there's nothing but 29-degree cold beer, scratch-made food, all the TVs you want. That's where you go. But let's be honest, the best place to have a draft has those scenic views.
San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on the Blitz, do the Spurs still have a shot at Lauri Markkanen? We may know something today.
We'll keep you updated on if he signs, if he does not sign his contract extension with the Jazz today. Plus, Team USA in action during the Blitz. We'll keep you updated on the score and the latest from Cowboys camp. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle for my friends at Stevens Roofing, your local roofer. You know, summer is here, and that means long, hot days for everyone and everything, including your roof. Our hot Texas sun pounding down can degrade and age your roof. So for residential or commercial service, you need a reliable roofer you can trust and afford. That's Stevens Roofing. Online at stevensroofing.net or call them at 210-785-0994. That's 210-994 for Stevens Roofing.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit revivemenshealth.com.
It's Jason and Joe from the Blitz. Join us at Circa Las Vegas in August for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest Weekend.
The Blitz will be live at Circa August 22nd and 23rd, and then we're staying for the weekend. Come to Vegas with us for the Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Circa Survivor and Circa Million are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
So join the Blitz at Circa Las Vegas. More details and discounted rooms available online at sasportstar.com.
Attention Roadrunner fans, get ready for an electrifying season of UTSA football. Season tickets are on sale now, starting at just $90. That's right, for only $90 you can catch all the action, all the touchdowns, and all the excitement at the Alamo Dome. Bring your family, bring your friends, and join the fun as we cheer on our UTSA Roadrunners to victory. Don't miss out on the best deal in town. Get your season tickets today and be a part of the Roadrunner family. Visit GoUTSA.com to secure your seats now. UTSA football, it's more than a game, it's an experience. Go Runners!
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Ribs, burgers, chicken. Submit what you grilled or smoked, and you could win a $50 gift card from Tri-County Meat Market.
So good and tasty.
Grilling with the Blitz.
This is Jason Minix from the Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. AJ and Rob wrapping it up with you on a Tuesday. Tuesday's gone with the wind.
I'd like to thank Patrick Corbin, contributing to the Rob Thompson Retirement Fund yet again.
Patrick Corbin is the gift that keeps on giving.
4-0 yesterday. Thank you, Mr. Patrick.
Easy win, man.
Yet again.
Easy peasy. Yeah, Patrick Corbin sucks at baseball, but the Nationals don't care because they're already having to pay him. So what are they going to do? Get rid of him? No.
I'm all about it, baby. Bring on another start.
Like Jerry says, I don't like paying guys not to coach. The Nationals say, I don't like paying guys not to pitch.
Get your ass out there and throw some meat, man.
Eat up some innings, bub. Speaking of, there's some teams that are going to have decisions to make. The Pittsburgh Pirates are amongst them. Paul Skeens, Luis Heel, Gavin Stone listed as pitchers who were brought into this season with inning counts. Like, hey, we only want this guy to throw this many pitches. We want to save our young arms. Luis Heel, who was the fill-in number 5 starter for the Yankees, is now like a AL Rookie of the Year candidate. Has been one of the best pitchers. They've got a 3.20 ERA, but it's his first season back from Tommy John surgery. Exceeded his career high in innings. But the Yankees are like, well, what do we do? Like, what's our move here? Do we keep throwing him? Okay. What about the Kansas City Royals? Do you keep throwing Cole Reagans, who, you know, the Royals got Cole Reagans for Aroldis Chapman the last couple months of Aroldis Chapman. Rangers got a World Series out of it, so they're happy. But Cole Reagans has turned out to be a really, really good pitcher. 248 strikeouts and 205 innings pitched. Cole Reagans is a two-time Tommy John surgery recipient.
Bionic.
So he's right at his previous career high in innings. And Paul Skeens, who's in the discussion for being the, I think he is probably the best young pitcher in baseball, 22 years old. But remember, this is a guy who went damn near straight from the College World Series to getting drafted, playing in the minors, and didn't even play a full season of the minors. You're up. Let's go. He's already what do you do with him? What, do you just
Pittsburgh, you shut him down?
It seems that way, but these teams aren't eliminated from the playoffs yet. And when your teams like Kansas City or Pittsburgh, how often is Kansas City 5 games out of first place?
That's why you got to play
114 games in.
The Kansas City's in a different spot than Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's 6 games out of first place.
But do you feel like that's a playoff baseball team?
I feel like it could be a playoff baseball team, but it's not a championship team, and that's what you really got to ask yourself.
And Skeens is the most important guy in Pittsburgh other than Tomlin. I mean, there is no more valuable entity or person to a franchise out there than Skeens is to Pittsburgh.
The Yankees have no choice.
Yeah,
Luis Heel, they're like, man, hey, if your arm falls off, sorry, we'll grow you a new one, but
we'll buy another one look just like you.
They are tied for first place in the AL East. There's not much wiggle room on that front. All right, let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered here!
I think today may be a good day to fade those Pittsburgh Pirates. They are at home with Bailey Falter on the hill. Bailey Falter plus 140. Dylan Cease and the San Diego Padres minus 165, kind of like the Padres there. Nick Lodolo goes to the mound for the Reds. They're minus 135 against Miami. Max Meyer on the hill for the Marlins, plus 115. The comeback on them. Eduardo Rodriguez for Arizona is on the hill. He's at Cleveland. A pick'em game there with Cleveland throwing Ben Lively today. Hayden Birdsong for the Giants, minus 120. They're at the Nationals. Mackenzie Gore always gets to follow up Patrick Corbin Day, so he's like, well, pressure's off.
He's always with
pressure's off. They are even money on the comeback. LA is at the Yankees. The Angels at the Yankees. Davis Daniel going for the Angels. Luis Heel, the aforementioned Luis Heel, going for the Yankees. Yankees minus 290. Oof.
I got him at 285.
Yeah, well, you're. I don't know that I feel better about that.
No, I don't.
Grayson Rodriguez going for the Orioles. I like him. Minus 140 against the Blue Jays with Chris Bassett on the hill, plus 120 on the comeback. The Brew Crew sends Colin Ray to the hill. They're at Atlanta with Bryce Elder. Braves a minus 130 favorite. Tampa is at the Cardinals. Jeffrey Springs for the Rays. Sonny Gray for the Cardinals. Cardinals minus 150 favorites. Shota Imanaga going for the Cubs. Pablo Lopez going for the Twins.
Pick 'em on this.
Also a pick 'em. You know where I'm going.
Shota
Fromber Valdez.
Okay, so what happened yesterday, man?
Astros choked it up in extra innings.
Killing me, man.
Astros blow it against the Rangers. The Astros tonight. The Rangers minus 102. Astros minus 118.
You've been burying the lead. What are you going to do with the White Sox? What are we at now?
We are at 21 straight. 21 straight.
Something says you got to start throwing some money on a win. The odds are astronomical.
The White Sox are 41.5 games back of the Cleveland Guardians in the standings. It's unbelievable. If you're ready, Jonathan Cannon for the White Sox, Ross Stripling for the A's. The Oakland A's are minus 190. They are almost 2-1 favorites. The Oakland A's.
I am betting a little bit of money on the Sox from here on out.
Starting today?
Starting today. I don't care. Pick them. I got them at plus 165. I'm happy about it. They get a little bit of money.
Okay. I say good luck to you, sir.
They're going to win before the end of the week.
What's today? Tuesday?
We got 3 more games. We got 2 more games for the weekend.
They play today and tomorrow, and then
Friday.
I think they're Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but it'd be the Cubs.
They will beat the Cubs if they haven't already won. They're this has only happened like 3 times in history.
Yesterday, they set the all-time American League record with 2 more losses. 23 straight would be the all-time. They would tie them for the all-time record, and they'd have a chance to break it against the Cubs.
Can you imagine that?
And that's a record you want to break at home, right?
Dude, I am not going to be on the worst team of all time, man.
Well, the problem is when you are the worst team of all time, you don't always have a choice.
God. Against the Cubs, too. The Cubs put them under? Oh, that'd be great.
Blitz coming up at 2. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Morning Huddle, 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jim Rome. Have a take, don't suck on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. KTFM Floresville.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can easily find coverage options that fit your budget. If only it was that easy to name your baby.
How about Jaden?
No.
Okay. Michael?
Went to middle school with a glue-eating Michael.
Sebastian?
Dated one in college.
How about Damien?
Vampire name.
All right. Greg?
Not feeling it.
Okay. No worries. No worries. Jeffrey?
Oh, love that one.
Wait, really?
No.
Find coverage options that fit your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-298-9383. 800-298-9383. Again, that's 800-298-9383. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to endurancewarranty.com.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This year, Dell Technologies Back to School event is delivering impressive tech with an inspiring purpose. Learn how Dell is helping Computer Aid, whose work is helping solar community hubs with tech and AI literacy skills to empower remote, displaced, or disconnected communities around the world. Help Dell make a difference and shop AI-ready PCs powered by Snapdragon X Series processors at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Savings. Now that's speaking the Lowe's language. And when you join My Lowe's Rewards for free, the savings just keep coming. Save money with member-only offers, plus earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards just for you. Because Lowe's knows you earned it. Literally. Learn more about our loyalty program at Lowe's.com/MyLowe'sRewards and become a member for free today. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
This is the famous footwear that makes us actually want to go back to school. With the newest styles from all your favorite brands like Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, and more. You'll find everything kids want, all at prices parents can appreciate. Because you don't have to overspend to make it famous. Famous Footwear even has fit experts in store to make sure you get the right size every time. So for the perfect fit, make it famous. Plus, right now, buy one, get one half off when you shop your local Famous Footwear or famous.com. Some exclusions apply.
With the Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales. Wide receiver Brandon Cooks tells you what he likes most about the young guys getting extra work during CD Lamb's contract holdout. You'll hear from Cooks after this.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah's savannah. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G. It is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.